that Get Ed was a Disney show or even knows at all what I was referring to.
I actually don't know that one.
I have no idea what it is.
It was a one-season animated show that apparently part of the reasons might have only been one season was because of the creator having a stroke and dying. But it was on Disney, and it was a 3D animated show in a cyberpunk-esque setting, except lighter and softer.
Huh.
Ooh,
Where-
it's from that era of CGI.
Yep.
All
So
right.
basically, every prior era of CGI ends up that era of CGI.
I mean, I still like Beast Wars, but
Yep.
and Reboot,
But-
but that's me.
Some of the art there still it looks very weird.
Oh no, the backgrounds look terrible in Beast Wars, but I stick around with it because of the characters and the story.
Yeah, well, Beast
Yeah,
Wars
that's basically how you make it through any of the old CGI shows. Is that you will go, oh dear God, sections of this or all of this looks horrible. Is it worth it? And for some of the shows, the answer to that question is yes. And for others, no.
Beast Wars also worked because you had robot characters, so you could deliberately do like less smoothed out and human looking faces, which is able to give it a little bit more timeless look.
Mhm.
And again, the voice acting was just so good, and the faces were expressive enough for the time that it holds up in terms of interactions,
Yes.
which is the thing that
Waspinator?
Unlike Cubics, Cubics I think is one of the ones where if you pull up any of the faces for the human characters, they look terrifying.
Cubics does not look good. Cubics does not look good at all.
Don't get
Hell,
me
I didn't think Cubics looked good when it aired.
It's one of the shows I vaguely remember.
I had a lot
And
of free
that's
time.
basically it.
Alrighty, so you guys ready to get started?
I guess so.
Sure.
We're missing Devin, but he's always a little late.
Yeah, he's always a little late, and Dan is not coming because of family reasons. So, welcome. Start time. Session 21, Kingdom Hearts, Death by Waking. Who remembers what happened last time?
Everything.
We almost got to kill Magica,
Yeah, we came very close.
But not close
but
enough.
she ran away.
We did way better in that fight than I was expecting, honestly.
I'd also like to point out that Kronk is still in Aardvark, probably forever since we have no human potion, and he's still on the ship with him.
Do you want me
I'll
to
get on that eventually.
think about it? Where did the human potion go, guys? Because you only had one of each vial.
Aw, she drank it to become Yzma.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'll get on fixing that eventually.
Kronk's Aardvark forever.
Alternatively, he's an adorable aardvark.
I'm fine with Kronk Aardvark.
Aardvark
But
Crow.
can the aardvark still cook?
Yeah, can he make spinach puffs as an aardvark? That's the most important question.
Well, we haven't rolled to figure that out yet, so maybe.
So clearly, we need to turn him back into human and get a kitchen on the ship.
He's got digits. He should probably cook.
Entirely possible. We'll never know. Alright, so, what else happened last time?
We fled. Oh, right. Or evil Orion giant crystal thing.
That happened.
But in the cauldron of the book went very, very badly, but don't know how badly yet.
Yeah, that's missing.
Turns out Magic is using Hearts of Worlds to power her magic.
It also wasn't very clear. Did the expanding empire like explode?
That wasn't very clear. You should go back and check it out sometime.
I don't wanna.
Did he fuse another world into it at last minute to save it?
That's a good question. That is a very good question. Questions that you guys presently have no way of knowing the answers to, so I'm not going to answer them.
You have an echo.
I think that echoes through you.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
I'm picking up a bit of an echo too.
Look, my mic's always on, but it's not the echo. I have headphones on.
Can't be me. I also have headphones on.
I have headphones on.
It's probably mine partially because I have to keep changing my sound gate every time different games do things.
Curse you, Muriala!
Yeah, it's you.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to increase the gate again, and that will hopefully help, and maybe tomorrow... So can you all still understand me?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does that help the echo?
Yes.
Much.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
One day, this technology will actually be solved. One day.
Well, why is it not today?
I don't know, I'm not a sound engineer.
So what else?
Also,
happened?
while we wait, I'm gonna link something.
I mean, session has started. What do you? I'm asking you guys what happened so we can get going. You guys should.
We have a bunch of Keyblade wielders who are talking about the revolution on the ship, and Muriel is having none of that because there's things that she wants to do that are more important.
I also feel like I don't care about what they're doing.
Well, I kind of want to defeat the Death Star, but I more importantly want to drag Mariala back into the boat now that I have Blink Pins.
Guys, Wilbur's on the Death Star. We need to go save him.
Maybe us getting shot by the Death Star and then dying will not save him.
Work.
You really
I forget, did
Well, but then we
R2D2
just need to
actually
get
demonstrate
inside it
anything?
somehow.
Do you really think Dr. Boy can pilot us near that without crashing badly?
Well, that's why we got the revolution. We're gonna destroy it
How?
with ships and firepower and keyblades and gumption. Yeah, gumption.
Question: if we're actually starting, should we move into game time?
Okay.
Does it matter?
Thank you so much for ruining that, Sean. Fine.
Again, does it really matter?
If you all insist.
Audio settings are going to be off.
Ta-da!
Hopefully it didn't change too much.
Hopefully. And what is this awkward zombie?
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I think it's important to go after the Death Star and figure that out, but more importantly, Mariala, I have Blink Pins. I need you to analyze stuff inside the book.
So we should totally take like 15 days or so just to like relax, guys.
How long does it take us to get to the Revolution base?
Well, we don't know. The Revolution base is constantly changing. Depends on what the lieutenant says.
But
So-
Wilbur could be being tortured. We have to save him right away.
Yeah, we should head out
Yeah.
right away. He could be getting tortured. Poor Wilbur.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if Wilbur's in trouble, we should rescue him.
Totally.
I mean, he's survived this long. Presumably, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
What if he hasn't survived this long? It could be terrible.
Well, I mean, if he hasn't survived this long, then we will go there and probably get captured and meet the same fate.
That's terrible. We should end that world eater. Stop it from killing people. All across the
Yeah,
galaxy.
I don't disagree with this. I disagree with the notion that points at Gummy Ship and then at them. This can end that.
How,
Well, what does the Revolution have for resources? Could we go meet up with them?
oh, sure. Easily.
Don't worry. All giant death machines have an auto self-destruct button somewhere. We just need to find that.
That's stupid.
R2D2 did bring up the blueprints last session, by the way.
It is
Yeah.
still really stupid.
It is.
Well, we can have someone look at these blueprints.
Okay. How about we do that and also go back to Daybroken Town to warn them that the expanding empire probably just got eaten by darkness and there's a wormhole between the expanding empire and Daybroken Town.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
wormholes. There's wormholes all over the place. You just need to know where to look for them.
Yeah, and we know where this one is, and we know there's a lot of Heartless on the other side of it.
That means more Lux for us. That way we can power the revolution against the World Eater.
Yes, sure. Let's go back there, gather allies, and then get Lux.
Say over about 2 weeks.
Kind of
Roughly.
want to meet who is actually in charge of the Revolution. I know we need like 2 weeks and a half of training time, but I do want to actually meet them during this downtime.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
Muriel is going to very strongly, and since she's the one who has some control over where
I
we
think
go,
we're gonna have to take a vote because it sounds like people wanted to go in different directions here.
I don't want to stay there long. I want to take a pick and stop, check in with people, and also give them the warning about, the world-devouring group of Heartless. They could be coming through the wormhole without them knowing.
I mean, you don't need to worry about that. We're Keyblade wielders. We got this. We're totally ready to fight against Heartless.
Rather empirically, no, you don't.
Yeah, Zaxu's just gonna kind of give you a weird look, like...
Did you win the fight against the group that we just ran away from?
We were so close to victory.
Sure.
This is the face of someone that clearly believes you.
Thank you.
Okay, so if you were so close to victory, wouldn't getting other Keyblade wielders, on your side for the revolution and fighting Heartless be valuable? I'm gonna actually roll
Yes, please do.
for that one. And I'm still in. Oh, I'm actually still in social mode.
Why does it matter what mode you are in the ship?
Because I passed by 12.
You passed by 12?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. What are you trying to sell him?
I'm trying to sell him on go to Daybreak Town, meet up with other Keyblade wielders, warn them about this giant cloud of Heartless, and recruit them to the revolution too. If Keyblade wielders are so goddamn powerful.
I mean, most of us are already, involved. Like, the lieutenant has, rallied most of the Leopardus Union, to fight against this thing. So, like, we're set. We're ready to go.
Then let's go pick them up.
They should already be there.
I was just there a day ago, and there were a lot of people just still hanging around.
Well, yeah, they're from those other useless unions.
Oh, I see what's going on here.
Politics.
So I'm going to just say this out of character because I can't talk a lot. I want nothing to do with the politics of Daybroken Town. I don't know about the rest of you.
I want nothing to do with the politics, but I need to go check up on something Nox was doing for me.
Don't
I
we
really
also
want-
need to go see Xanatos for you?
We also do need to do that, but Dr. Boy has a map. What's the shortest route that will actually do that?
To Manhattan?
The navigation from Manhattan, Daybreak Town, and wherever the revolution is.
He hasn't given you a location of the revolution.
We kind of need a location of the revolution.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know. I don't know what that is yet. The lieutenant hasn't told us where we're meeting. It changes based off of where the World Eater is.
And
Wait,
where's
so
the
how do you
lieutenant?
find out?
We have to go talk to the lieutenant.
Where?
Well, normally he sends for us, but I can probably open up a doorway to darkness and just find out where he is. Though he might be in Daybreak Town. Probably.
So let's go stop by Daybreak Town first. Mariella can check on the stuff there that she needs to check on. Then she can help me investigate what's going on with my book.
We stop by Manhattan so that I don't have to kill all of you.
Let's make that a priority, actually.
Yeah, let's go
That's
there.
only a priority if we go to water.
Let's just go there first.
Yeah, but let's remove the restriction on going to water, which is a prerequisite for existing on any world with life on it.
Alright, well...
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you guys are going to do this, do you mind if I go and find the lieutenant and I'll meet you in Daybreak Town? That way I'll have the information waiting for you.
Sounds like a plan.
Can I bring that with me?
What's that?
He's pointing at R2-D2.
No.
No, not R2. He's our friend.
Well, he's got the information that we need to make the revolution, succeed.
Do you know
So
how
we
to
go
fix it if
with
he
him.
breaks?
So we go with you with him.
We won't be long.
All right, fine. I'll see you in Daybreak Town.
Where do you want us to meet you?
He is going to name a low slum district area, not actually that far from where you would have set up shop, Nick.
Oh, okay, yeah, that place. That place
Because-
is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, because don't forget, this is the union that just kind of, fell into line and, is, like, at the bottom of the barrel now.
Mhm.
I love how none of you know any of the politics of what's going on in this world.
Because I don't care.
Muriel aggressively wants as little to do with the unions as she can get.
I want to go to fun Disney worlds.
I know.
That's why I'm here.
I only care about that one stupid union that was a bunch of pieces of words that are not suitable to speak.
I'd like to heal that one person so they can teach me what a Keyblade is.
We need to collect a lot of lux for that.
Wait, which union are you?
None.
Okay, fine. Okay, I would have Dan roll me a piloting check right now, but seeing as how he is not here,
Is he rolls a piloting check for Dan?
I'm just gonna say he passes, but it's not a crit or a failure. So, just because I know it will either be a crit failure or a crit success, and I am not making no wormholes for you guys.
Oh, Kalosira is their name.
Yes, the current head of the Anguis Union.
Yeah, she's gonna teach me how to use a Keyblade and what it is when I heal the person for them.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so Manhattan you said was first, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Everybody roll me a perception check as you guys start entering the airspace of Manhattan.
I should probably get enrolled.
Yay,
Well,
I
time to
passed.
see how things go. Pass by 0.
Nope.
Pass by 1.
Where are you guys going to ask Dan to set down? In the street?
Close to Avenger
Thanatos'
Tower.
castle.
Because we want to get this done soon.
Are you actually making him land on the castle?
Sure.
Do it.
Unfortunately, fortunately for you guys, Dan's not here to say no to this. So yeah, he will land on one of the spires. And let's see, what are the passes?
Wasn't there a helipad we landed on last time?
Yes, that is where he parked last time. He landed on the helipad.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Orion, how much did you pass by?
1.
Mute.
0.
Webby.
Fail.
Fail. Miriala.
1.
1. Coco.
3.
3.
Pass by 3.
Okay. So for those of you that passed by at least 2, is that only Coco? Orion, how much?
Maybe.
We're missing our most perceptive party member.
Okay, so only Coco then. Coco.
Passing by a small number is not enough.
No. Well,
A chocobo-eyed member.
Yeah, it appears as you guys are landing that everything seems to be makeshiftly in order. It appears as though parts of Xanatos' castle have had some kind of battle damage done to them. To it. As though there was some kind of fight that broke out.
Did everyone see that or just me?
Everybody saw that. What you see is...
Bum bum bum.
Yeah, I'm not terribly surprised by this. This happens. Is it Tuesday? It's probably Tuesday.
It's probably Tuesday. Okay. So you guys land, and again, there's a lot of there's a lot of sections of the castle. Like it appears that there has been some renovation done, but there are other parts that have been slightly repaired. Other parts of where there are like precipices that have just kind of been blown off. Something happened here. You guys just aren't sure what.
Can someone who knows how to make the scrying box hail Owen or Xanatos?
That translates to phone. That's phone and Muriella talk, guys.
Oh yeah, sure.
I'm gonna grab Muriella's like sleeve and kind of direct her towards what I saw.
Do I get to reroll perception, Izzy?
Sure.
Do I get a bonus?
Yeah, you can take a +1.
Then that's a pass by 5.
Coco is pointing at some new statues that are lining the perimeter of the rampart leading up to the helipad.
Oh, did he find new ones?
I mean, these look like human in shape. They're not gargoyles.
Huh. Weird.
Are the humans recognizable as anyone?
Investigation or intelligence?
Pass by 5.
Is that for everyone or just Mariella?
That's anybody can make this roll now that it's been brought to your guys' attention.
Pass at 0.
0 is not enough. Oh my God, Orion!
What did Orion roll? Nice.
Nice.
Okay, so Orion, Muriella.
I'm gonna need a minute. 1 minute, guys.
So as you guys have, you finished, Dr. Boy followed the procedures. You guys hailed. You were given permission to land, and as you were landing, waiting for Owen to come and collect you, you guys, started looking at these new statues. And a couple of things you guys have noticed at this point that they are human in shape. They are not traditional gargoyles with the bat wings and the scary faces and the claws, or like the ones you guys saw inside the reactor. They look like stone human statues. Very oddly shaped. Kind of like they're in some kinds of, they're not like in battle armor, though the weapons they're wielding are like these really oversized swords, axes, like, crazy big weapons kinds of thing. To Orion and Muriella, you notice a couple of things that are very distinct about all of these statues. First thing is that the weapons that they're holding aren't a part of the rest of the statue. It's like they were added after the fact. Like, they don't fit quite perfectly in the hands of the statue. And I also said that these statues are kind of in cloaks, very tattered looking, like normally if you see a statue, it's, either like in the middle of a cool like action sequence, or, it's, somebody standing and posing very proudly. These people look like they are, in like a state of pain or anguish, or like very tattered and worn. And then as you guys get closer to the edge, you're going to notice a couple of the statues have these oddly shaped but very familiar looking masks on.
Oh dear, what type of mask?
Well, some of them, the couple that you see are animalish in nature. One's, I guess, let's see. We're going to go with a pig, a dog.
Are these like the Keyblade wielders that were following us around and keeping an examination of stuff? Is it like that?
It does look kind of like that.
Is it bad that I kind of just want to check his big reactor thing that fused worlds together to see if that's still there, or if that's been messed with?
I'm back. What I missed?
The Keyblade wielders that were traveling around worlds and keeping an eye on this stuff are some of the statues. The guys that were like the hide in background, make sure and keep an eye on things? The ones that they had one member of which be very overeager and accuse of being responsible for a world ending?
Yeah, the one's tracking us.
Yeah, a bunch of them are now statues on the wall, on the ceiling, whatever. That roof.
Talks to them.
Yep.
Yep.
That's 2 what now?
Sucks to be them.
Okay.
I think it's kind of really bad if so many of them are now statues. Seeing as how they were keeping an eye on lots of stuff, but okay.
Yeah.
Give me my Bluetooth's being weird.
Oh. Basil has arrived.
And fairly concerning, but all told.
Well, also the fact that there's no one here.
Owen's definitely here. He answered the radio, didn't he, Izzy?
He's not here immediately right now. He has not made his way outside yet.
Well, I mean, we know he answered the radio.
Oh no, he definitely yes, he did. He answered your hailing frequency. He is here.
Okay.
Is that Devin disconnecting or reconnecting?
For some reason my Bluetooth isn't putting the call through my car.
Hello, car.
Weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it on push to talk for a bit, I think.
Okay. You didn't miss much. You guys just managed to get into Manhattan.
Hey, are you still a Komodo dragon?
He transformed back last session. You have used the mouse vial. You have normal Basil now.
And we do not have any more mice files, so don't feed them to any more of the mice.
Pretty much, yeah. Okay. After a few minutes of waiting around, you guys are just going to hear a voice from behind you. Terribly sorry for keep you all waiting. It has been rather a busy day, and as you're going to turn, and Owen's standing there, which is odd because you didn't see him, exit the castle or come up the rampart. He just kind of appeared next to your ship.
Nothing suspicious about that.
Yeah, he does
Considering
this.
how I was pretty sure he could already teleport. I mean, he can freely travel through worlds and snatch up hearts and put hearts back without having to worry about anything. I'm pretty sure appearing behind us is just fine.
Yeah. Hey, Owen, good to see you. Is Xantos around right now?
Yes, he's in his study.
Great. We have something for him.
You've completed your task already?
Yeah, wasn't... Well, okay, no, honestly, it was a giant pain in the ass, but...
Well, if it took you, 8 months, it must have, been a rather difficult endeavor.
Bark.
Yep. Took a while to find.
I told you we were time traveling.
I thought we already determined time difference existed.
Same thing.
Owen will say, please, right this way. And he's going to lead you down the ramparts to the castle proper. And as you guys enter the hall, and again, entering Xanatos' castle, almost, ridiculously long, auspicious hallway. It was originally sided with, knights' armor that were just kind of standing up on stands. All that's been replaced by new statues of, these same people in wielding weapons.
So where did all the new statues come from?
Recent acquisitions, if you believe it. It was time to
I'm pretty sure I have some kind of role where I can check to see if he's, like...
You can totally
How
make
choosy.
you can totally make that roll. Everybody else already figured out what these were. If anybody would like to fill Devin in.
The statues, the Keyblade wielders that kind of would be keeping an eye on all worlds. One of them got overeager and brought us to court. You know that group?
Brought us... What?
The one that got, the group, the union that they have the people
Right,
that all wear
fighting
masks?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the statues are of those people.
Oh. Hey, particular individuals we know, or just random ones from that group?
There were a couple I mentioned that you guys might have recognized, but no one really took care of them. You guys don't really care about anyone in specific in this group.
Except for the leader, I think we would get upset by, particularly. But, like, it's worrying that they're all here and concerning that they're all here.
Ah,
Devin, you're roboting.
Yeah. There's a lot of robot right now.
Okay. Devin, rejoin. It's getting worse.
What, like, if anything...
Devin, rejoin.
Yep.
Okay. He has not rejoined. He just left. Okay. Continuing on. Yeah, Owen is just going to tell you guys, oh no, they're recent acquisitions from the same source, believe it or not. We just came into a large supply of them all at once.
Oh.
I would like to detectilize that.
Sure.
Succeed by 2.
No, that sounds completely true. They were recently added, and they got a large supply of them all at once.
None of us built enough into social for this for these guys.
Bureau is just going to ask, are they going to do the same thing the last group of statues did?
Oh, no. Not in the slightest.
You know, considering the number of them, that's probably for the best for all of you.
I don't know what you mean, Miss Muriala. Not all statues can walk and talk.
No, but if all of them could.
Everybody roll me a quick perception check.
nope.
I passed this one.
That's my
I
thought.
passed by a stupid amount.
Okay, so for those of you that passed by a stupid amount, meaning 4 or more,
Yes.
when Owen said, not all statues can freely walk around or talk, he did say under his breath at the end of that sentence, anymore. So, right this way. And he is going to continue to walk you guys down the hall, and eventually you guys are going to be back in Xanatos' study. Where you see Xanatos standing over his desk with a large, I'm going to say, wooden box with kind of like a flip top, as though he's putting something in there. It's almost the same size as his desk. He's going to look up at all of you, say, "Ah, you're back. Excellent," and quickly close the lid on the box.
That's not suspicious.
Is the box big enough to eat?
No, the box is about the size of his desk.
It's a big box.
It is a big box. Think of it like a guitar case, except square. About that size.
I really wish I had more time. It had time between this things to actually just grab burst powers.
Ah. So, you have my relic?
We do? Do you have the answer to my problem?
Ah, yes. Owen. Of course, Mr. Xanatos. He's going to very quickly reach into his vest and pull out slightly, still keeping most of it in there, a piece of paper. It looks like a very, old, worn piece of parchment. That looks...
Does it
Oh, it looks very familiar.
Yeah. Alright, Uriel is going to pull out the relic.
Did they just steal your contract for you?
I'm assuming that you know more than just have it. You know a way to actually break it.
Well, there's the trick right there, Muriala. So, fortunately, based off of how your contract is worded, the person who currently possesses it is the person you have to answer to. And it can't be broken unless you are returned something that you lost. Part of your down payment. You don't even remember giving it up, do you?
Not particularly, no.
Xanatos is going to clap twice, and Owen is going to pull out the parchment and show it to you. And anybody can read Atlantean?
A little.
I could mute.
I don't have the ability to just read languages. I could potentially decode it in time, but that's it.
Cryptography for Webby and for mute. Muriala.
What did we do with Milo?
I can't understand what anybody's saying.
Milo's still on the ship.
Yeah, everybody else, all the NPCs are on the ship. Webby, cryptography.
Can this be linguistics?
Or linguistics, sure.
Yeah, they're both the same. Nope.
I passed cryptography by 2.
Okay, Sean, you're getting very bits and pieces of what this contract actually says. You're noticing, you recognize how Muriala's name is written in Atlantean at the very least. And a few other symbols for magic, service, that kind of stuff. Muriala, as Xanatos is explaining to you, Owen is going to be pointing out the relevant passages.
Mm-hmm.
Notably, Ursula requires payment up front, kind of as like a failsafe from everybody. And in exchange, for your years of service, she will slowly teach you magic as long as you obey her every whim. Her failsafe for if you ever left was the ability to control you, and how she did that is also, if you read the finer print, which you never did the first time around because you were young and wide-eyed, is she actually took a piece of you. So she would be able to manipulate you as long as you were on the same plane in the same water, so to say.
Okay.
And also by taking this part out of you, she would be able to, nurture your magic in the direction she wanted. In essence, Muriala, your former mistress took a piece of your heart.
Well, I don't suppose the two of you have that with you too, do you?
Is anyone riding me right now?
I will.
Who's riding me?
Mute.
I have no social skills. If I'm not riding the chocobo, I make really dumb decisions.
Yeah. So Muriala, what he's saying is, hearts are made up of multiple things: emotions, memories. It's what makes you who you are. Pieces of your soul literally put together to make a heart.
All right.
And you're missing that right now. And without that, the contract can't be fully broken. Fortunately, since it's away from Ursula, she now can't control you anymore.
I see.
Now he's
So
going.
wait, that means Muriala's the one that lost her heart?
She lost her history.
No, she definitely still has a heart in there. She's just missing a piece of it.
Oh, okay.
In any case, Muriala, would you like to hold on to your contract, or would you like me to keep it for safekeeping?
Ooh, let's have Coco eat it.
That feels like it might be a mistake. I'd definitely like to hold on to this. I'm just trying to think of a good place to actually keep it.
Well, remember, anybody...
Is anyone else going to comment on the fact that that Muriala's name is written in Atlantean?
I mean,
In
we knew
Atlantean?
this.
I thought we figured this out already.
Why does that surprise anyone?
In any case, Owen, he's going to take the contract, fold it up nicely, put it into an envelope, and hand you the envelope.
All right. Thank you. And the relic.
Ah, yes. Just what I've needed to give me the edge. Thank you. Is there anything else I can help you with? It's always a pleasure doing business with you.
So what does that relic do, or where does it lead?
It's a map.
To...
Well, if you believe in fairy tales, a paradise.
Damn it.
Which paradise?
The only one
It's
that,
like...
the only one that really matters.
Hawaii?
Yes, Hawaii.
Where's Hawaii?
Bark?
Guys, you are on the world of Manhattan. Nothing exists outside of New York.
Well, there's nothing outside of New York, obviously.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lilo and Stitch is a separate world.
Shh. Spoilers.
Listen. New York is the center of the universe, and nothing else exists outside of it.
Clearly.
So, is there anything else I can help you with, or is our business concluded here?
You wouldn't happen to have like a decently strong safe I could use? I could have something reasonably light. Like
I just, I look at you and open my mouth.
I want more layers of protection than just that.
I fluff up my feathers.
Nothing that's easily mobile, Muriala. If you want
Fluff up my feathers more.
A metal box, then. Oh no. I am putting the nastiest curses on this box if anyone besides me opens it.
Did we figure out what's inside the other thing yet?
What other thing?
The heart that's the heart that was in the Magica thing that we got. How there was one already inside it.
Mm-hmm.
Did we figure out what that is?
It's I don't remember if I explained that. You guys know what you know.
It was the heart of a fairly long dead world. But
I thought it was the heart of something innocent and small.
You're
Well,
thinking
yeah.
you're mixing up two things.
oh, there's the amulet and then the heart. Those were different. But no, like Muriel's gonna take some time to again layer the nastiest possible curses she has on like a box.
Sure.
With with all of this,
Sure.
that will trigger if anyone besides her tries to open it.
Yep. Xanatos will be able to get you just a small metal box. Stylized. It looks like Pandora's box.
Sounds good. Add some basic locks to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he's just gonna say, I've always mentioned how much I love watching you work, Muriala. Haven't I?
You have. And it's fun to be able to actually do this again and take the time to really stretch my limits on what I know.
Mm. Yes, I know. I love stretching the limits on what I know. Things that I thought were myth become reality. Things that I thought were reality turn out to just be false and get discarded. In the end, that's all anybody is really striving to do. Learn new things, become stronger, smarter than everybody else.
Exactly.
Well, pleasure doing business with you. He's going to say after you finish with your curses. Well, Muriel and Xanatos are having this talk. Does anybody else want to do anything else?
I am making an observation check.
Sure.
Luck. Yeah, I got that.
Sure. What are you trying to observe? Are you just watching Xanatos?
I'm basically watching Thanatos. Literally everything he's doing, the chest. I'm trying to, like, I definitely think something is up. I'm trying to figure out what.
So he's pretty much just kind of. There's two things he's doing as he's watching Muriala curse that box. The first thing he's doing is he's fiddling with the relic that you guys gave him. In much the same manner Dr. Boy was last session. And he's also just keeps glancing down at that giant rectangular box that's on his desk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As you guys are... Anybody else want to do anything?
Is it possible to? I have the ROM powers to. I would need a specific power with the Force to be able to kind of try and get the shape of what's inside the box, right?
You know what? I'll just give that one to you. Roll me perception. Or
Well, time to fail perception roll because I'm not that great at it, and I already passed 2. No, passed by 2.
Yay.
that's what you get, Mute. Anybody?
Define what I need to get it.
That's what you get with the ambiguous force powers you have.
No, it's just the. Hey, this is wrong to be normal, and you forget what setting I'm from.
Enjoy.
No one has anything. I do have one more question.
Okay, that's
This is at
weird.
the party, not Xanatos right now.
Sure.
Orion, would you happen to know any healing magic?
No.
Damn. Well, this is still probably the safest place I can attempt something, so if one of you Coco, you're invited, but one of you who's capable of speaking
Yes?
wants to join me in my lab for something, I need to try something in a relatively safe environment.
What are you trying?
I had a talk with several people, and, well,
Are you
I
saying?
need to see how light works more in depth, and there's one good way to do that, and it's going to hurt like hell.
This doesn't sound like a very safe plan.
It's safer to do here than anywhere else. If any of you knew healing magic, it would be even safer.
Well, aren't we going to Daybroken Town?
Yes,
So
really,
we can-
no, it is not safe for the Keyblade people there. anything.
Also, really want to investigate both.
This is going to take like 5 minutes. Izzy,
Yes.
Muriel is going to promptly give herself the strongest versions of auto life and all of her survivability buffs she can.
Okay.
Then try and scan herself for light and see if she can grab hold of it and control it.
You've tried this before.
No, I tried sticking light into myself. That was different.
Okay. This fails.
Okay. Just doesn't work?
It just doesn't work. Doesn't matter what your roll is.
Well, that confirms that. Okay. Oh, no need.
So what did you confirm?
Something that I already suspected. We can...
Gesture. I gesture the desire that if we are done here, I think I got it high enough. I need some time, like away.
Okay.
Are you okay, Coco? Is something wrong?
Communicate desire to need time to think about some stuff after what just happened. Would like a little time before we do something else.
I hug Coco.
Sounds good.
We'll also hug Coco.
Okay, you feel a little worried, but also again dedication towards this idea. Communicate desire to go to the bayou. At least myself and maybe like one or two others for a little while.
You are. I'm happy to drop you off there. I'm not staying at the bayou at all.
Gesture understanding. Pick up in a little while.
I also want to stop by the bayou, but I really need Muriel to look at my book.
Sounds good. And there are. Well, since we're here, there are some things that the rest of you should probably know that I did a while back.
Are you saying this in front of Xanatos and Owen?
No, this is in Muriel's lab when she pulled all the rest that she trusted down there.
Which is the party?
Yes.
Okay.
If it's, might want to wait until we're somewhere else.
Mark,
Our
not
choice
in
is
agreement.
here, when we split up, or with the people on the ship, and I really don't trust them.
Or point at book.
We could all go inside of the book, or
Yeah, I nod at that suggestion.
Alright, let's go inside of the book.
Let's also go do that on the ship because Xanatos doesn't know about it yet.
Also nod at that suggestion.
Also, Xanatos doesn't know about my Keyblade yet either.
I kind of put it like I put my wing to your mouth in a shushing motion.
I'm sure he knows now.
yeah, let's
Oh, I mean, nothing.
sure. Let's go discuss this somewhere else.
I gesture to go to the ship.
To the ship, back to Daybroken Town / the Bayou.
All right. Can
Wait,
we
does
all
somebody
agree
have
just
any reason not to trust Xanatos, is it?
I pick you up, put you on me, and just move a little faster.
Look, Xanatos is the smartest person I know, and he's very helpful. He also wanted me to sign a contract the first time I spoke to him.
Move a little quicker towards the ship. So unless something interrupts us, can we all agree we go to the ship, take off, and then jump into the boat?
Oh, as soon as you guys are on the ramparts, Owen and Xanatos are going to be there waiting for you guys. Just be like, I didn't want to miss saying goodbye to you guys. After all, you've been so useful and so helpful to my current project. I would never have gotten this relic if it wasn't for all of you. And the amount of information it holds, the amount of information you all have brought me, is staggering. I can't thank you enough.
Oh, I feel greasy.
You are very welcome.
I don't feel good about this at all.
In any case, have a safe trip. I'm sure your travels to whatever worlds, locations you head to are going to be very enlightening.
So out of character, we just created the arch villain for the game. Good job, guys.
Yeah. Well, are any of us surprised?
No. I'm not.
Like, I was pretty sure he was ending up the arch villain because it's Xanatos.
I think our actions could have affected it, but we did not take actions that led to that path.
Look, we all failed the role to suspect Xanatos the first time we talked to him.
Because he's goddamn
Wait, did I?
Yes, you did. We all failed it. It was great. We had several times. There were several times of like, okay, can we try and find a way to be suspicious of him? Of no. Anything you were suspicious of has been explained away.
Yep. Oh, as you guys are boarding, he is going to look at you guys and say, by the way, next time around, I am
You
gonna...
broke up there, Izzy.
He is going to look at you guys as you're boarding the ship, and right as the cockpit's closing, he's just going to say, next time you're here, we should all take a look, a closer look at that book of yours, Mute. See if we can really unlock the secrets of it.
Nope.
After we're on the ship, I was just say, he is legitimately one of the most knowledgeable people about artifacts that I know of.
I just give you
Yeah,
this.
did we tell him about the book?
I just gave you this incredulous look of like, are you serious?
I said it after we were on the ship for a reason, Coco.
Like, I am pretty sure pointedly the most that I have said about the book while we have been here has been point at the book.
That is correct.
In both times, because the first time I believe Coco went, no, don't mention the book. As said, I need to be on Coco or I will do trusting.
All right. Speaking of which, so we take off, right?
Yeah, Dr. Boy will take off. And, he'll put it on autopilot for... Where are you guys headed now? The Bayou, Daybreak Town, somewhere else?
I want to spend at least a few days in the bayou, so could we head to the bayou from here?
Could we do the book in the book conversation first?
Yeah,
Well, I
let's
was
start with
saying
that.
we head to the bayou while we're in the book.
I mean, I'd say hit the bayou, drop Coco and people who want to train with Yoda off there. The rest of us go to Daybreak Town, then come back and pick them up.
Okay, but start
Is
with
there any
conversation
chance
and
you
book.
can check my book, and we can have the conversation on the way to the bayou?
You guys can have the conversation while the ship's on autopilot. I will allow that.
Yay!
While we're at it, Muriala, gate check, Webby, unlocking check, Dr. Boy auto passes his piloting, because he's not here.
This is not very consistent with Dr. Boy.
I failed to unlock.
Try again.
I try again.
You can try again at a cost of 1 FP.
I succeed.
Okay. Okay, gateway is open. You guys are heading through a corridor of darkness, getting towards the bayou.
Mm-hmm.
You guys may do the book trick whenever you want. It's just going to require...
Yep, as soon as we engage autopilot.
Yeah.
Let's go in now. We
Webby,
we need to talk.
Izzy, I also sent you a message.
Webby, unlocking again.
Again?
Yeah, to open up the book this time.
I got
first
them.
was the
I did
gateway.
a second one to get a 9.
No, the first one was for the portal. The second one is for the book.
Oh.
You had to remake for the portal.
Okay, pass again.
Okay. Nick, that is the exact same result you got
Oh,
the
that's
last time.
what you meant. Okay, never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
I misunderstood what you meant. I'll type things at you while we're talking.
Okay. You guys, what page are you on in the book, Mute?
The page of like where Steve used to be. Because I also want people to look at this while we talk.
Okay. If you are going to Monopolis, it is going to be a...
You broke up.
I know, I stopped talking for a second. Alright, for those of you with private messages, it's a puzzle. You'll figure it out, don't worry. Okay, so you open up the book and is everybody going in, or is it just some of you?
I think it's the party.
Okay. You guys open up to Monopolis, and this go around, as per usual, you wake up on like the streets. However, Monopolis is much darker than you remember. The normally black and white world has bled together and is now a disgusting, messy shade of gray all over the place. The normally clear skies are now stormy. The foliage, trees, flowers that are often in full bloom have now wilted and withered. Whereas the park that you would normally find Steve and many other people was normally flourishing with both plant and people. There's really no one around. It's as though this is kind of a wasteland now.
Yeah, and this has happened in less than 8 hours, so I am very worried about that. Also, Xanatos' box has a weird sword fragment that for some reason has more than one health.
Has more than one what?
Health.
Interesting.
But yeah, I will throw blink pins at Basil and Mariola of just the thing of like, I don't know what happened here, where the cauldron or Steve ended up, or how to fix this. Though I believe there's a bunch of other stuff we want to talk about while we're doing this.
Yeah. Huh. I never really looked at the cauldron before. So, Izzy, what spell do I need to stick into the pin to be able to find the cauldron or analyze like what it's about?
What are your normal analysis spells?
I have 4 of them, depending on what the type of energy is.
It's gonna be magic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, gonna grab that one then.
Okay, as a reminder, pins don't work in this area.
What? I thought pins. You said I needed to get blank pins for examining this.
You'll need blank pins for if you go out of this area.
What do I need to actually use things in this area then?
You can't use abilities in this area.
What was the point of getting the blank pins then?
Oh, we can save it for later then.
Okay, yeah, save it for later, but what's all the other stuff that people want to discuss? Because there's a lot of what's going on and worry about what's going on.
Right, so, a while ago, shortly after, the Nexus of the Spirits, I took it upon myself to check a bunch of things about everyone else. Mostly doing in-depth magical scans, light, darkness, magic, all of that. This is why I wasn't exactly surprised by what Basil happens to be. And I just thought that how the rest of you are owed knowing it as well. Few of this we already know. Everybody knows about Basil at this point. Orion as well. More or less confirmed what we already know.
Ooh, do me.
Webby, you are insanely positively charged with light. I could not feel a speck of darkness in you, basically, and...
Aw.
Well, I can also tell Lena is positively charged with light, and you're helping her.
Oh wait, quick thing. Does the heart that was in
Oh, I forgot.
the thing, does that combine with the shadow?
Oh,
The heart in the necklace, does that react when it's brought into the book, and can that combine?
Oh yeah, because I can
with Lena's
communicate
shadow?
directly with Lena in the shadow in this
You
world.
can. Crap, I completely forgot about that, and I had that planned.
So can
Thank
we
you.
return the heart to Lena if it is Lena's heart?
Standing next to Coco in Coco's shadow is this lightly glowing, and glowing as in like a goldenish yellow light, kind of just sitting on Coco's back, is what appears to be a young mermaid.
What?
A young mermaid.
Oh, it's not Lena, it's Ariel.
Or is that
something.
Mariala? Is that the piece that was taken from Muriella?
Maybe that's it.
Izzy,
Oh,
do
is
I
this part of
recognize
Uriel's
this
art?
person at all?
Oh, you totally recognize that person.
All right, time to add heart magic further up on the list of things I need to learn how to utilize.
Just give her a hug.
Hmm.
Come on. What can it hurt?
I'm going to go poke the golden glow.
It's actually like is looking around, and as it looks at you, it recoils in what appears to be some kind of fear.
Yeah, no, that's not
I put a wing on you, Muriella, and you get the sense of not yet.
Also, this mermaid is incredibly young. You'd probably say about the same age as Webby.
One thing you notice, I don't look surprised in the slightest.
Who is this mermaid person?
Well, I know the second thing I'm going to be doing when I go to Daybreak Town now.
Lark?
Drinking heavily.
All right, Nick, I'm typing you a private message.
Yep.
I put my wing on your shoulder, and you get.
All right, moving on beyond what all of this might mean. Yeah, Webby, I really don't think you and Lena have much to worry about outside of figuring out how to fix Lena.
Yeah, I was wondering at first if the heart piece was going to be Lena's, but it seems like it was not.
No, unfortunately, Lena's never been a mermaid. Have you?
Lena is going to shake her head no, and try and just be like,
Okay, didn't think so.
What?
I mean, that's a solvable problem, but
Solvable problem? You mean we can turn Lena into a mermaid?
Lena face palms hard. You feel it. It's so hard. Webby feels it.
Ow.
But it's the rest of you that were the more interesting mix.
Wait, also, like, I'm pretty sure I'm a normal human outside of this book, aren't I?
About that. Since you said first, Mute, you seem pretty balanced in regards to light and darkness, but your aura blends in with everything else around it in a way that no one else does.
I don't know what that means.
I'm not quite sure either. Projection, summon were the first two things that came to my mind. Like, I don't know if you are tied to the book in some way and that would be what causes this, or if it's just a difference in how people from your world are. And yeah, there's really no way I could think of to tell a lot of this, which is the reason why I sat on it for a while. Coco, you have one of the more odder mixes for light and darkness that some of them surge up stronger or get weaker. Light's currently stronger though, so
Lark?
that.
Puzzled look.
Yeah, I'm really not sure besides saying both of them seem reasonably strong inside of you. there's also, well, Dr.
Master
Boyd,
Yoda said that everyone has darkness inside them and light.
Which, in a way, makes it concerning that you don't have any darkness.
Yeah, that would be a little weird, wouldn't it?
Perhaps more than a little.
it may be being overpowered. I'm not really sure, but
Well, all you people talking about your heart stuff.
yeah,
I'm sorry, Orion.
you're balanced but empty.
We'll try to find you a heart too, okay?
I think
I
we all know
shake
where
my
that
head.
is, Debbie.
Might be a bad idea.
But yeah, that was pretty much it.
Did you want to share
Dr. Boyd, I suspect the connection with Orion's Heartless is what I felt from him. But he's still piloting the ship right now.
No, he would be with you guys for this, but so you guys can fill Dan in when he shows up next week.
But yeah, like I am kind of very concerned for you, Mute. I really don't know what this is.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused on what it would be either, because like I'm not projected from the book, otherwise I'd be able to go into the book on my own.
Yeah. Well, you can try and figure out more, but if anyone else has anything, go for it.
I just shrug and point at the light mermaid on my back.
Can the Light Mermaid talk?
It cannot. Similar to Lena.
Do you know American Sign Language?
You get a very confused gesture.
Darn it.
And a shake of her head no. Okay, does anybody else want to do anything in the book?
I'd like to figure out what's going on here, but apparently we have no abilities that work in this area.
You guys.
I would like
you
to
guys,
successfully bring Lena back, but I don't know if I can do that yet.
You can't do that yet.
Yeah, I was hoping we were going to have her heart.
You guys may make investigation rolls.
At least try and find where the corruption's spreading from.
Is investigation a skill?
Yes. Should be.
Okay, I don't have that. Why don't I have that? Oh well.
Or do you have something equivalent that I would probably let you roll?
Observation?
Depends on what we're investigating.
Well, Mute wants to look
Can
into.
I use dreaming?
Yes.
or
may,
no?
You may use dreaming.
Does observation work?
I will allow observation.
Well, I pass observation.
Well,
Right.
would thaumaturgy also work or something like that, or no?
I'll also allow thaumaturgy rolls.
Oh,
I don't have that one in a
that
useful
would
way,
be
but I
pass by
assume,
8 rather than pass by 6.
Okay, I'm
but I
gonna.
assume other people have that high.
Okay, I'm gonna run down the list. Ask you guys what you rolled. So Webby, what did you roll, and how much did you pass or fail by?
I passed by 1 on observation.
Observation. Okay, it looks like the part like where it gets the darkest is right next to the bench where you guys always found Steve. It's like this little patch of grass that's pretty much completely dead and decayed at this point, and it seems to spread outwards from there. Next up, Muriala, what did you roll?
Would have been thaumaturgy, and it's actually a pass by 8.
Thaumaturgy passed by 8. Very simple explanation. It appears as though the cauldron was corrupting the area while it was in contact with this part of the book.
Okay.
Coco, what did you roll?
Observation passed by 3.
Okay, passed by 3. Same thing as Webby, though you do notice that there are very, very light, extremely light indentations in the ground, as though someone wearing probably like slippers stood up from the bench and they just like left an impression, and they were heading towards one of the main skyscraper buildings.
I can tell which way they were going.
Yeah, well, they were heading towards the downtown area. As soon as it leaves the park, it goes onto concrete, and it's no longer grass, so you no longer have a trail. But it looks like it was definitely heading towards one of those business buildings, that, like the one where Dr. Boy's lab was, that he took you to that one time. Sean, you passed dreaming by 5?
Yep.
Orion, you failed?
Yes, doesn't even matter what it was. I failed.
Okay. What are you trying to get there, Sean? Just information on what generally happened here?
What generally happened, where I can find where the cauldron ended up, anything that I can do to fix this.
You know what? You're getting a private message. Have fun. Sorry, rephrasing. There you go.
Well, what I am doing for when we split up is now just sticking around in the book.
Is now just what?
Sticking around in the book because I have a trail to follow.
Fair enough.
I guess might check with Yoda real quick to see if he has any advice, and then dive back into the book. But yeah, during the 2-week time of downtime, I'm spending all of it in the book.
Okay. All right. Does anybody else want to do something in here?
pretty good.
Okay, so you guys are heading to the bayou.
Bayou to drop off Coco and anyone else.
Who's staying in the bayou and for how long?
I wouldn't mind if Mute comes with me and I can guard the book.
Yeah.
I forget. Did I let you? I don't think the book worked last time you were in the bayou. Correct?
I don't think
Not
we
sure if we
tried.
tried it.
Okay. Yeah, it shouldn't work.
Oh.
Not even with me just streaming into that.
No.
Okay, I guess I'm going to be staying on the ship.
Okay. So how long?
I will stop by to get like, I guess, real quick advice from Yoda on what to do for lessons. But actually, no, it's not even going to matter. I'm just going to be in the book the entire time. Never mind. Diving into the book, or you guys are leaving the book. I'm staying.
So the book won't work on the bayou at all?
The book will not work at. Hold on a second. Let me think about this. You know what? I take that back. You are allowed to dream in the book in the bayou.
Okay, then I will be diving into it being dreaming rather than just going in the book
Okay.
while we're in the bayou.
Okay. Anybody else?
Back to Daybroken Town.
Okay. Okay. First question is: agree as a group. How much time are you guys taking? And then I'm gonna just run through each of you one at a time.
I would like 15 days.
I think it's a big question of how time sensitive is the revolution thing when we get back to Daybroken Town.
As soon as you get back to Daybroken Town, you're gonna find out from Zaxu that like the revolution can't begin because you
You
guys
broke up, Izzy.
The revolution can't begin because you guys have a key piece of the puzzle.
Oh, so it's stalled until we get there.
Yeah, because you guys have.
Because we have R2D2.
Because you have.
Oh,
R2D2.
duh.
Because you guys have the thing with the plans.
We must deliver the Death Star plan.
Yes, but once we get there, the question is like, how much time from then do they want to go?
I mean, we can start taking it to our analysis. It'll probably, take
quick.
Yeah, it'll probably take a few days, and then we'll be able to, start analyzing it and making a battle plan. We've got some of the greatest and best minds in on this.
Well, you know what? If since we've got it on delay here, I'm okay with taking the 15 days.
Yep.
Okay, 15 days.
I'm going to be doing probably so much Lux hunting.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna heal up Kalosira.
That's the person who wants the Lux, not the person who needs the Lux. Okay, so 15.
Well, she needs to heal up the Union person who's gonna teach me what a Keyblade is.
That is correct. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, guys. I'm gonna throw up the turn order clock, and I'm gonna run through each of you guys. Tell me what you want to do over the 15 days. Don't take too long. I'm gonna say no more than like 3 to 5 minutes a person. Orion, how are you spending your 15 days?
And
And where are you staying?
Databa.
Oh, you're staying in the bayou?
Yeah.
Okay. Just training or anything else?
Yep, I'm gonna be training.
Okay. Make me a perception check. You do get one fun bit of information.
Passed by 1.
Okay, I'm sorry. I saw the 15, and I heard the beep, and I saw the 15. I didn't see the 9. Training you are.
the real reason why I had to go back to Dagobah, to make Izzy do the Yoda voice.
It's true.
Hmm.
Clearly.
Yoda's just gonna kind of look at you, with just like, help you, I can.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Look inside yourself, you should. Just like my last student. Wonder where he went, I do.
Oh god, Terran knows the Force now, doesn't he?
I'm so annoyed that Aaron is the Skywalker here.
I love that that's what you think.
Clearly he's really Anakin.
Okay. I guess that's it, or you get that fun little bit of information, and otherwise, the bayou is very simple, unfortunately.
Yep.
Webby.
I am gonna go ham on some Heartless with a Color Collider. Collect as much Lux as I can to try to save Calo Sira.
Okay, so you're going to a nearby world?
Yep.
Okay, so how many days are you going to spend collecting Lux?
Well, if I can also count that as adding training towards me eventually buying another point of dexterity,
I will allow that.
then all 15.
So all 15 days, and you're not coming back to talk to Calo Sira at all?
Well, I mean, I've got to return to give them the Lux.
Okay, so I'm going to say you get 14 days of Lux collection, okay?
Alright.
Any particular world?
The one with the most Heartless.
Okay, so take your pick. Land of the Dead or the Expanding Empire?
Well, one of those has demon towers on it, or both of those have demon towers on it.
They do, in fact. I would recommend not going to the ones with the most Heartless on them.
Alright, something that doesn't have demon towers.
Radiant Garden is a very easy and close by world.
We'll go with Radiant Garden then.
Okay.
Get lots of Heartless there.
Not a ton. Roll me your attack. How much you pass by, we're going to multiply.
Pass by 4.
4. 56 Lux.
That is not nearly as much as I was hoping for 14 days.
Oh
well.
Okay, 15th day, the important day. You're gonna go talk to Calo Sira?
Yep.
Oh, fuck my life. Do you have any social skills, Webby?
Not really, no.
Muriel might be willing to help at the end of her time.
I'm kind of awkward around new people.
Okay.
Talking about the McDucks counts as a social skill, right?
Actually,
Yeah, sure. I'll tell them all about Uncle Scrooge's adventures.
actually, I'm gonna put this on pause because this would be your last day, and I'm pretty sure Nick is also gonna be going to talk to these people.
Listen, Muriel would help if she found out about this. But
Which you probably won't because she's on another world right now.
well, she's staying in Daybroken Town for a while, most likely.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm keeping it a secret. I'm telling the party what I'm doing.
Roll me a luck check. 3d6.
Me?
Yeah, you. Yeah, no, Muriala totally runs into you right as you're about to go in to deliver the Lux. Which means we'll come back to the two of you, and I'm just going to deal with Nick's first 14 days. Okay?
Okay.
All right, day 1. Check in with Nox. See about that paperwork.
He is going to look completely ragged. And just like, why did I agree to do that? And just, like, begrudgingly hand it over to you before, like, passing his head out onto the desk. It's like,
I mean-
it is a stack that is twice as tall as you are.
Go telekinesis, and because I literally saved your life. Also, I need to drink a lot tonight, so are you up for that?
Yes.
Great. I'm gonna go deliver this.
As you're leaving, you hear from the back room, Mimi, Nox, no alcohol!
Maybe don't worry. I know the detox spell now. He'll sober up immediately.
Doesn't matter!
You could join us.
No! No alcohol! Nox is gonna show up anyway.
Oh yeah, like absolutely. Yeah, deliver the paperwork. See about finding anyone who can explain how light magic is supposed to actually work. But Muriel is pretty sure she actually is physically incapable of it right now.
You're gonna get, for the next couple of days, you can start putting points into this as a result of this, by the way.
And we have 14 days.
Yes, you're not gonna get to the end of it, but yeah.
Should I leave 1 point away, Izzy?
Yes, leave 1 point out. As you're doing this, you're getting you're getting a tutor. Not like somebody from the high end of the Anguius, just somebody who, like, knows very, very basics of the light, which is still more than you do. And she's actually going to apologize. I'm so sorry. Like, we're actually very short-staffed right now.
Why?
We don't know. There was apparently a mission where a lot of our high-ranking members left and no one's come back. By the way, this person is wearing a red cloak. And if you remember how I told you the hierarchy works in this place.
I do not remember, but Muriel would because she actually has area knowledge for this world.
Red is second from the bottom.
Okay. Yeah, his point of view is like, oh, that mission, right? Yeah, I heard a bunch of people talking about that.
What's it about? What happened? Can you tell me?
Fighting a bunch of Heartless. Actually, no. Muriel is going to vaguely be a responsible person to make sure Angus at least knows about that wormhole and the tremendous amount of Heartless on the other side.
I mean, that's not a secret mission. We all knew about that.
Well, yes, but this is a new wormhole we just discovered that the world on the other side, I'm pretty sure, has been overrun by Heartless.
Unfortunate. The world has seemed to grow. We didn't know why. We had so many people watching it.
It's a mystery.
Well, somebody figured something out, and then everybody went missing.
Worlds really don't make much sense.
Yep, I guess. On to your lesson.
Yeah, no, I'm in social form and have good fast talk. I'm not getting caught for that.
Yeah, fast talk, by the way.
18.
Never mind.
18.
Never mind.
I want to see how bad this is. Oh, I didn't crit. I was 1 away from critting.
Well, they rolled a 17, so.
And I passed by 12.
I was really hoping for Nick to roll an 18.
There is one person whose Nick's bullshit is not going to get through a second time. Unless it's an act of God.
My bullshit managed to beat basically the act of God.
Yeah, last time.
Yep. Yeah, just throwing points into that thing.
Okay. Next up is Coco.
So, I need to actually, before we wrap this, have an actual conversation with Sean, like in character.
Okay.
But other than that conversation, I'm going to be spending time meditating, doing the thing we talked about, and also asking Master Yoda about some advice, also about the thing we talked about.
A balance inside you must find, both light and dark. If one becomes too strong, it forms an imbalance. And if there is an imbalance inside, then you limit your own possibilities. Thank you.
Oh, that's interesting information. I feel like I'm still going to do the thing we talked about.
Oh no, you totally are.
And when Mute said his thing, Sean, can you and I drop into a channel to have a conversation?
Sure.
Is this something I want to get on camera?
Yeah, probably.
Then you
But I
guys
want to
can-
let everyone else finish first.
Yeah, well, we'll wait. We got 2 group things that are coming up. Okay. Real quick, Wex.
Yep.
This is the normal speak of that. After several days. Do you understand that?
I mean, if that is that about what I think it is, what I've typed in?
That is about the thing we were talking about before, yes.
Now, do I have any way to like measure that? Or do I just-
You can know.
Okay, so I'll just instinctively sense it when it's
Yes.
enough.
Yes, you will.
Okay, that works for me.
Okay. Mute.
So I'm going to be at the very start and at meal times. I'm going to be asking Yoda for advice on how to fix the damage in the book if he has any idea, along with get some advice on horse training, just to increase my training there. Otherwise, I am going to be unconscious holding the book for this entire 15 days.
Mm-hmm. The heart is very strong. Only a fragment it is. But you must find true balance. And then when you recombined, all will be saved. And Sean, if you want me to say that again, you're going to need to go back in and listen to the recording.
Can you type it for me?
Eidetic memory.
Yeah, I know. What did I just say? I'll type it to you later when I listen to this.
Sure. Sounds good. I just want to look over that again.
That just leaves Basil.
The person who just said that to you was Yoda.
No, I meant before for the previous text.
You're not sure?
Okay. Do you want me to make any rolls for anything or stuff like that?
Totally make me dreaming.
How many?
I'm gonna say 3. Holy shit. So close to a crit.
Yeah.
Pass by 9 is still pretty good. Okay. So Mute, from your travels in the book. Let's see. What do you get from each day? Are you going always into the same world, or you're going to different worlds?
I'll explore like the surrounding worlds, but I'm mostly focusing on the one that's damaged.
Okay, so I will say the first. Well, give me 3 locations you're going.
Real quick before you do that, Sean. I point out to you the thing I noticed before we leave. To kind of direct your attention that where I think Steve's footprints were, like whenever this happened, and point towards a rough set of buildings it looked like he was heading towards whenever this occurred.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that, and that is definitely where would be starting.
Okay,
Starting.
so you're starting in Monopolis then?
Yeah.
2 other book locations.
I would probably be sticking with Monopolis almost entirely, unless I feel like the corruption left Monopolis based off what I'm searching and trying to find.
Okay, from your first roll, at the very least, what you get is the building that Coco pointed at was the building that Dr. Boy's lab was in. That had that strange door that led you to the outside, where the noise is.
So I'm probably going to search that building as much as possible before trying to search where the noise is outside and see if I can find a trail there. And I guess it's time to see what happens when I use one of those Iron Man pins then.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to say if you're going to be searching the building, that's going to be your second roll. So, dumb thing about the building. You've been in here before when Dr. Boy was picking up some stuff from his lab. It's an office building with, some high-tech gizmos and stuff and whatnot. Upon searching it, it looks like a lot of things have been overturned. There are papers all over the floors. There are, broken glass, windows and doors have been knocked apart. But it seems like most other things that would have been in there, anything heavy, like mugs, gadgets, tools, they're not there anymore. Like, someone was ripping through this place and grabbing everything they could see that was of somewhat value. Okay.
Going to try to investigate. Does that look like? Do I have an idea of when that happened, or?
It looks like it's been in this kind of state of disrepair for months.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try to make a note of all this, and if I spot anything related to it, I'll follow up on. But I am still mostly chasing the cauldron and whoever left with it, either if it is Steve, John Cena, or someone else.
Fair enough. Okay, so your last roll, you managed to get out of that area and you are into the streets of Shibuya. And there is noise. And you get to activate an Iron Man pin. And guess what? You get an Iron Man suit. Surprise. Roll me 1 attack check, please.
What type?
Do you have any ranged combat?
Nope. So I'm pretty sure I tried using this and then immediately switched to Judge Master.
Fair enough. So you get the pin, you get knocked around. It has DR, something you're not overly used to, which is good. You're probably also not used to... Actually, if that was a ranged attack check, did that fail?
If I passed Dex by 1, so I assume with penalties I take for whatever ranged attack is, that it fails.
Okay, this is what you're getting from this last thing in the book. As you fly up from the noise, they kind of like scratch you. You're not used to this. It's like Tony Stark in the Mach 1. You're just not used to the flying. You kind of start spiraling offwards, hit a lamppost, and then go flying up towards the sky. As you quickly look over the area, you're noticing that there is a dark cloud at the far end of the city.
And that wasn't there before, right?
That was not there before.
Yeah, I'm going to approach that and go into that.
I was going to say, with that, you're going to get hit by a noise and you're going to come out of the book.
Hit by a noise and just taken out?
Yeah.
And I can't jump back, just jump right back in?
I'm going to say this is the end of your time.
Okay.
Can't give you everything at once, even though I know some of you guys want more details. Basil, what are you doing with your 2 weeks?
Is there a discount on a psionics for being force sensitive?
Psionics have been reskinned to be the Force.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a minus 10% on any abilities you would be buying.
I think I might have enough points then. Nope, I got 24 points.
Well, you can start training, whatever it is. Are you spending time with Yoda? Are you going back to Daybreak Town? Where are you going to be?
I'll work on putting points into mind reading, I guess.
Okay, so I take it you're going to get training from Yoda then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Normally 30 points. I'm not sure what kind of discounts I have on that. So it'd be 27 with the force sensitivity?
Yeah, we can throw more stuff on there like FP cost and whatnot. But we will build that post-game. Is there anything fluff-wise you wanted to do with Yoda while you're in the bayou? Anything you wanted to ask him? Any place you wanted to check out?
No.
Nope.
No.
Okay. Alright, okay, real quick back. Mute and Coco, you guys wanted to have a scene real quick?
Yeah, I do briefly.
Okay.
Drop to a lower channel.
You can do it right now.
I don't want other people to hear it.
Oh.
So switch to general
Switch
while
to,
everyone else stays in game time.
Switch to general. I expect a... what happened. Okay. Going back then to Muriala and Webby.
Hi!
Day 15. You guys are heading into the Anguius Union building. Webby with a absurd amount of lux, and Muriala for your training.
I'm guessing this is roughly the point where training has stalled, and so Muriel is rather annoyed at how light works.
Of course you are. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you guys meet each other at the entrance, somewhat unexpectedly after not seeing each other for 2 weeks.
Oh, hey Muriela, you're here.
Light is bullshit.
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Doesn't make any goddamn sense, doesn't follow any rules.
Well, of course. You're just supposed to follow your heart.
Ha.
Oh, right, you're missing a piece of that. We gotta find that for you.
Yeah, even if I get that back, it's like, what, 95% where I am right now, 5% something else. Still not really a great idea there.
Well, oh well. Well, I came here to talk to this Kalosira person and see if they can teach me more about Keyblades. Maybe they can teach you more about the light.
You know, I was talking to an initiate. That might be possible.
Alright, I need one of you guys to roll me a social check to get in and actually see Kalosira.
Rolling.
I have no social skills at all.
Pass by 8.
Yeah, so you're gonna notice a person in an orange cloak at the effective, like, reception desk just saying, "Ah, yes, welcome. Ah, did you have an appointment?" Kalosira is very busy right now. She doesn't want to be disturbed unless it's the utmost importance.
Yes, we have a very important delivery for her. I mean, important union stuff. Look, I gathered things. She's the one who's actually has it.
Ah, I understand. Right this way. Yeah, again...
Good job, Muriela.
The power of bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so you guys are going to get let in with Kalosira, and she's going... And then the attendant person is going to walk away. And just be like, "Oh, I wasn't expecting you. What are you doing here?"
I came to deliver a bunch of lux so that you can try to heal that person.
Well, thank you, young Keyblade wielder. Webby, roll me luck.
I'm making a lot of luck rolls today.
Yeah, you are.
11?
It's not bad.
By the way, what
average luck.
happened? What happened to me having taken control of Orion's Heartless?
I mean, it goes away when you guys left the world. It didn't last for very long. You don't keep permanent control over it.
It was that I had control until I relinquished it, and then it has a time limit how long it lasts after that. I'm more confused because he said that I had to make like regular will checks to keep it under control, and
Yes, against her when she was in the area, because she was fighting
Okay.
back. She is not a mindless heartless, where once you gain control, you just keep it.
I was more just concerned we were able to just break off and leave.
I mean, she didn't break off and leave. You guys flew into a wormhole and traveled 1,000,000 miles away in a spaceship.
Okay.
Like,
We retreated when the world was dying.
yeah, you can't use that ability across time and space. If you want to do that, you need to put a lot more points into it, Devin.
It's more that I was just confused because I don't remember actually resolving that.
While you were pretty much, wrestling control with her, everybody else decided to GTFO, and that's what
Yeah.
happened.
Okay.
Okay, we're back.
Okay.
Do need to go to the bathroom though, so I'll be right back.
Go for it. What was I saying to you guys, Webby and Miriala?
I made a luck roll.
Yes, you
Mhm.
did. It was an 11, which is average. Yes, I thank you so much for your donation. And then Kalosira is just going to kind of get this look on her face, as though she's not looking at you, Webby, but she's kind of looking past you.
I turn around and look where she's looking.
When you turn back around, she's just smiling and looking at you and just shaking her head and saying thank you.
Is something wrong?
I don't believe anything is wrong. And she's going to turn and look at Muriel. And you? How can I help you? What are you doing here?
Mostly here to help Webby, but I was wondering if you could explain anything about the more advanced principles of light in a way that makes sense
The more
or is
advanced-
actionable.
The more advanced principles of light?
You're going to quickly explain the basic principles that she understands and attempts at controlling it.
It seems like you haven't even mastered the basics yet.
Holds out hand, gathers like figment of thing made out of lux and light.
As you try to form it, Nick, it gets staticky.
No, that's the point.
Yeah. Yeah, she's just going to look at you and say, see, you haven't learned the... And then she's going to get that look on her face again. Psychology.
Okay, rolling it. Pass by 3.
Looks like she's having another conversation.
So how much more lux do you need before you can help the person and then they can teach me, like, what a Keyblade is and what I'm supposed to do with it?
I did promise you that, didn't I?
Yeah, I mean, sorta.
She's gonna have that same look on her face real quick. And
I'm losing a couple words from you, Izzy.
hold on, I'll rejoin. Okay, I return.
Hooray.
Root.
Okay, she's going to look at you guys and say, "Well, I did promise that, didn't I?"
Yeah, sorta.
No, it's too soon. It's
What's too
I
soon?
don't think that's a good idea.
I jump up on the desk and look at her. What's too soon? What's not a good idea?
Webby, she's not looking at you. She's just looking in your general direction.
Webby, she is
put
talking
my
to
forehead
numerous
against your
other
forehead.
people in addition to us.
Right in her face. What's not
She's
a good
clearly
idea?
talking to Lena.
She's going to blink a few times, notice Webby is well into her personal space, and take a step back and say, very well.
I fall on my face.
Yeah. If you're certain, I will take you to see her.
What?
Yes! Total success!
This way, young Keyblade wielder.
Quote unquote success.
Quote unquote success.
I follow Kalosura.
Muriala, are you going to try to follow, or are you going to stay where you are?
Muriel is going to follow because this might be interesting, but she's going to get her regular suite of analysis spells up before it. Who knows? That might reveal something.
She's going to turn around and look back at you and say, where do your allegiances lie?
Oh, Muriel is my friend.
That doesn't answer my question.
Is that a question for me or a question for Webby?
That is a question for you.
Not having things randomly destroyed. I kind of like, having a place to live and things in it and being able to go see things.
That is true.
She's a good person. She just acts creepy sometimes.
Yes. But if someone asked you to do something for them, would you do it if you saw profit in it?
It depends on what it is. Like, that's too broad a question to answer.
Which means it's too complex for your heart to make a decision on.
There are some things I do, there's some things I can't do. I sell magic to people, I make a profit on that. Are you telling me that's wrong?
She's going to turn back to Webby and say, can you keep a secret?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Well, that's a lie.
Yeah, it was.
Very well. Follow me, both of you. So, she is going to lead you into a lift, and it is going to start descending lower and lower into the castle. If you remember from the first time you were here, this is a floating castle. This should be concerning.
I can fly.
Extra dimensional spaces.
As you guys get to the very bottom, perception checks.
Ooh.
Pass by 5.
Pass by 7.
What I'm about to show you, or what you are about to be shown, only very few high-ranking members of our union know. But you are being trusted with this secret. Something that everyone thought was once lost is not gone, just broken. And as she opens up the doors to the lift, you guys see a very large audience chamber. There is one lone carpet on the ground, and even though the walls are close by, they are just kind of shrouded in darkness, with a very sparse number of torches on the walls just to give the slightest amount of light.
My laptop crashed for some reason.
Huh?
My laptop crashed, so I'm switching to phone as it reboots.
Oh, okay. Okay. At the far end of this chamber, you guys notice what you can assume is a strange kind of device and a glowing blue tank. The tank is about human-sized. And as you tread closer to it, you're noticing it's filled with some kind of liquid, and in that liquid is a woman.
Do Do I know her from area knowledge?
I'm gonna say no because you haven't actually researched any of this. You've never seen this person before.
Hmm.
You
Who
decide,
is that?
You just
I'm assuming the one that you need a significant amount of lux to heal.
Keyblade wielder Webby, sorcerer Miriala. Meet the true leader of the Anguius Union since its inception. One of the original disciples of the Master of Masters, the foreteller, Master Envy.
Huh.
And as she says that, you're going to hear a very faint voice in your heads that just says greetings.
Someone's talking in my head. Is that you, Master Envy?
Envy.
You have good style.
Envy?
Very appropriate.
Perception check, both of you, one more time.
Pass
by 3?
That works. Miriala?
Pass by 6.
Wow, okay. Okay, so the two of you notice that looking into this tank, she is clothed very plainly, in like a white form-fitting outfit. She is literally missing part of her arms and parts of her legs, and most of her body is badly burned, including her face, which is wrapped up in a bandage. She has one eye that is kind of looking through the bandages and can kind of see you guys. And wrapped on top of the bandage is a small yellow stone.
Huh. I'm going to guess that is blaring itself out in all the analysis spells.
Gee, I wonder what the small yellow stone could be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I believe similar to other stones of similar thing, its power is so great your analysis spells fail.
Yeah, that's about what I was expecting. There's one other thing or two other things that caused that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
How long is it going to take before she's better?
Do not fret. There is no hope of me getting better. Just being more lucid for moments like this. There is a great danger in the world. The great heart that controls the galaxy is being threatened, being abused.
A great heart that controls the galaxy?
The heart of all worlds. The heart that connects all hearts together. Kingdom Hearts.
He said it!
It only took 22 sessions.
21.
Mhm.
21.
sessions.
Not including session 0.
And
I think session 0 should be included.
Also,
odds that this is what the Treasure Planet map.
I have name dropped Kingdom Hearts before. None of you just paid attention to it.
It was during the Master of Masters conversation, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yep.
The heart of all worlds that connects them all together, Kingdom Hearts, is being threatened. You must find the pieces of Kingdom Hearts, restore it, and restore all worlds before they are forever consumed by darkness.
Find the pieces of Kingdom Hearts?
Yes.
What do they look like?
You wouldn't happen to have one of them on you right now, would you? That's where I'm guessing this is going.
The Master of Masters took part of Kingdom Hearts and divided it into 6 pieces for each of his apprentices.
Yep.
As you do.
I still have mine. And then the stone is going to glow, but it is only a fragment. The other 5 pieces are needed for it to become whole once again.
Great.
You have encountered several pieces. If anyone can restore Kingdom Hearts, restore the galaxy, restore all worlds to the way it was, it's probably you.
Guys, we tried to avoid the plot, but the plot found us anyways.
So we have to find the other little super magic rocks that are pieces of Kingdom Hearts, and then what do we do once we have them?
Fix everything.
Fix everything. Everything.
Oh boy. Saving a galaxy, this is like big and stuff.
Give me a minute. A minute. I am rolling literally all of my self-control rolls.
Oh, that one failed. That one passed. That one also passed. That one passed by a lot.
Don't worry, Webby. It'll be an interesting adventure, and we'll see what happens at the end, because, well, sounds like there's really two options. We either win, or everything dies.
Right. So we have to find all of these stones and then defeat the darkness and save all of the worlds.
Make all the worlds better,
Yes.
while also saving them.
Yes.
Alright. Don't worry, Master Envy. We won't let you down.
Kalosir is just going to look up and say, she's speaking the truth, as she believes it. And then Master Envy is just going to be like, I chose wisely. And then her eye is going to close.
Great.
Okay. So, first things first. Gotta find the other stone.
Webby, I think we have to move up the timetable on saving your friend.
Right, because, oh, right, the green one. That's one of them too, isn't it?
Given my conversation with Steve, I would guess so.
Okay, so then we need to go find the rebellion. Because they wanted to go save Wilbur. Or attack the Death Star, but that's where we go to save Wilbur. And he'll know where the green stone is.
I
Which is
hope
the
he,
key to Kingdom Hearts.
I hope he knows where that is.
I can't hear anybody. Are you guys still talking?
Not really.
I wasn't. So, alright, Kalosira, I think we know where we can get one of the pieces, but we need to go help this other Union destroy a planet-eating space station.
That thing has been
Back on laptop.
that thing has been a problem for far too long.
Great,
Don't
so
we
you'll help
not
us?
know where the green stone is because of the fact that it was thrown out of the car on Dagobah?
On the bayou.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
because of the thing of
I'm
like,
hoping
I
that
don't know what
Wilbur
this
can
rock
help
was
us
doing
track it
here.
down again.
Okay, because we tried searching the bayou for it, and I believe we failed.
You did fail.
He got it once somehow, so...
And you guys do know where one other stone is.
Two other stones, I think, right?
Which two other?
Doesn't
Let's have-
Xanatos have two of them?
Xanatos has one. Does Xanatos have two? What's Xanatos' second?
You guys know what you know.
Mute is the one who actually gets to ask those questions and have the GM answer, though.
Yeah, I know, but if I have never actually said anything definitively in chat, if you guys are making assumptions or you think you know where one is, that's on you guys.
We know he has at least one.
I have
Also, do I get to know whether which stone did the leader have?
The Mind Stone, I assume.
The Mind Stone, yeah.
Does that count as correct for my guess or no?
Let me check.
I need to determine
Yes.
if it's one of my correct 3.
Yes.
This is
Okay.
great because
So mind was correct for me.
Mind
I'm
was-
just narrowing down my guesses here.
Which chat were those in?
they're in your private chats.
Yeah.
Soul still correct? Question mark. Reality, I know I got wrong. Space is a question mark.
We can compare these after session, guys. It's not going to go on for much
Yeah.
longer.
We were
Okay.
just going to look at Izzy, what's her name again?
Master Envy or Kalosira?
Kalosira. How much of this did you already know, and do you have any other leads on where these might be?
Well, we found that there was one individual who was abusing the power of a piece of Kingdom Hearts, forcing Hearts of Worlds to merge together, and we tried to get it away from him.
Oh, we know that guy, don't we?
Yes.
Well, he has single-handedly reduced our union to a fraction of what it used to be.
But he was just trying to protect the world so that they wouldn't fall to darkness.
Was he? Was he? What world was he trying to protect so it wouldn't fall to darkness?
Several, by balancing the different aspects of them that may or may not have been weak.
From our observation, it seems like he's only been trying to protect worlds just long enough to get something out of them that he needs.
There are a few we've been to that seem like they're actually very well protected.
If you say so, but because of his actions, even though it only appears as though a dozen worlds have fallen, in actuality, hundreds of Hearts of Worlds have gone out and been consumed by the darkness.
Yeah, honestly, I was questioning the Empire.
That doesn't sound good.
How many hearts were in the expanding empire, out of curiosity?
A very large number.
You guys do not have a definitive number.
Didn't I read the book?
Muriel is directly asking her that question.
Also, didn't I read the book that had the schedule of how many mergers happened with the Great
You
Empire?
read Volume 1.
So I have a number. I know it's more than this number.
You know it's more than 6.
Jeez.
No, they were like, because of the rate at which worlds had been destroyed either by this man's action or by that giant station that has been traveling around the galaxy, it is impossible to know how many he has merged or lost because of his actions directly.
You know, maybe after the Depth Star, we should probably go find Treasure Planet, guys.
There's at least one other person who may or may not be working with 2 others who are also involved in that.
Ursula.
Yes. The Sea Witch and the Heartless.
Yes.
They are not the only ones.
Almost like there's a whole council of them.
Yeah.
You're actually gonna Envy's eye is going to pop open for 1 second and just very sadly, very quietly say, "I said." And then her eye will close one more time.
What'd she say?
I said.
What does that mean?
Wasn't that the name of one of the surviving founders of unions?
Not surviving. Supposedly dead.
She said a Sid?
Aced. E-C-E-D. Or A-C-E-D.
Right. Alright,
ACED.
Yes.
Spelled like ace.
It's spelled like aced. It is not pronounced that way. I'm typing.
Abby, I have a distinct feeling we're going to need more firepower.
Well, hopefully Coco's learned something very useful from Master Yoda these past 15 days.
If Coco can shoot lasers out of his mouth, I'm going to be incredibly happy.
We should go meet up with Coco. We should go meet up with Coco and the others then. After all, we need to get started on this revolution.
Yes, that.
Kalosira, do you want to help us with the revolution?
My help would not be accepted. If I joined, you'd lose the support of an entire union.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Shoot.
Mm-hmm. The third in command of Leopardus is very stern in the fact that he wants his union to be separate from the rest of us after the war. The captain of that union is much more amiable, but he doesn't really want to be bothered with anyone anymore.
Alright, well, I'll see if I can get some more Lux to help out Master Envy too while I'm there. Okay?
It is appreciated. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Do we know of any worlds that have, like, an excess of Lux? That would make this easier.
Unfortunately, the Lux on all the worlds is slowly fading away as more hearts fall to darkness.
But it'll all come back if we can restore Kingdom Hearts, right?
It should. If the legends are to be believed. The only person who's ever... Kalosira would not have this information, never mind.
Oh, I guess while I'm here, I should ask. My friend Lena is kind of stuck in a shadow realm where she's stuck in my shadow. Do you know anything that I could do to try to help rescue her?
You asking Callow or are you asking Envy?
Callow. But I guess we're still in the room.
You are still in the room. She's going to play... You'll probably need to fully restore her heart.
Do you know how I do that?
Well, if you can manage to restore all the hearts of the worlds at once, a single individual will be easy to follow.
Do you know how to affect hearts with magic?
She's going
Because
to...
that's suddenly becoming a much more important topic than I ever thought it would be.
She's going to shake her head. Again, it's something that was taught by the Master of Masters to the Foretellers, and then they taught it to some of their captains or lieutenants. And she's going to look back at Master Envy and say, unfortunately, any time you spend with her is going to drain her that much faster.
Well, then we should let her rest and get back to the others.
Maybe the captain knows while we're in this revolution.
Well, again, Kalosira would be the captain. Actually, hold on. I need to check my notes for that. She is the higher up of this union.
I was talking about the captain for the union that is doing the revolution.
The lieutenant, you mean?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Alright, we will make our way back to the elevator and go to meet up with the party.
Okay.
Yeah, Muriel's going to go meet up with Nox and make sure he's doing all right and grab one more drink and sober herself up before that.
Fair enough. You gonna talk to Nox about anything?
How he's doing, Muriel's mostly just going to go with topics that are not the revelation she just got.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, he's grumpy. Not too much of a stretch for him. Otherwise doing okay. Saying that a lot of his contacts have either gone missing or are just getting pulled into some crazy war.
Yeah.
And that he's had
I know
enough
what the
of
crazy
this.
war's about. The crazy war needs to happen because a bunch of jackasses are blowing up worlds.
I just need to finish my research so I can protect worlds. Well, to not dying in another pointless war, he's gonna say, and cheers you.
To not dying in a stupid war.
All right. I'm gonna say with that, the party is gonna get back together in Dr. Boy's ship. Probably first picking up people in the bayou, and then the people in Daybreak Town.
So, two really important things I found in the book. One, somehow by someone, Dr. Goodboy's lab got ransacked, despite the fact it's in my book. Don't know how that happened. And two, I think I found where the cauldron is, but I would need more help getting there.
Where's the cauldron?
So there's this whirling storm area that I think is where the corruption and everything is. And I would really like to go there and remove it before it starts infecting more of the book.
Can we use those pins there, or is it just going to be wandering?
Oh yeah, you can use the pins there. In fact, yeah, we still have the 4 blank ones, and so these ones that are the Iron Man suit give you a suit of armor that can fly.
We could just wait till nighttime. We can go in gargoyle form, but yeah, that might be better. You all can definitely tell Muriel is off when you get back to the ship.
So, better question, Webby, Muriela, do you guys share the information you just got with the rest of the party?
Is it only us, or are there other people on the ship also?
The mice are not going to get involved in a revolution, so them and Milo are probably going to chill out with Kenai in the library for the foreseeable future.
Can we make Kronk our ship chef?
If you ask Kronk to stick on and cook for you guys, Kronk will stick on. You guys...
Yes.
Is he able to cook?
Oh, he can totally...
So do we just have the party members and Kronk and the droids then?
Kronk, the party members, the droids, and if you count them, the expedition team that are still stuck in coins.
Yeah, we'll have to fix them at some point.
And this is definitely.
Oh, I'm sorry. And one other, also sitting in the back, sitting on a large pile of gold coins. I'm Scrooge McDuck.
Oh,
Can we just throw him out or something?
I'm Scrooge McDuck.
Oh right, this is the automaton.
It's the simulacrum.
Is it stuck on a loop at this point?
By taking it apart.
Well, is it intelligent? Because
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of getting on my nerves.
Is it actually intelligent, or is it just like a recording now, though?
I mean, are you gonna ask? I mean, it seems like it's kind of on a loop at this point.
Can you say anything other than I'm Scrooge McDuck?
Yes, I can, because I am Scrooge McDuck.
I think it's broken.
I am not broken. I am Scrooge McDuck. You are broken.
Muriel is going to start.
Can you
figuring
count
out
how many
it works.
fingers If I hold up a few fingers, can you count how many there are? And I'll hold out 3 fingers.
You have 3 fingers. I know this.
Because he's Scrooge McDuck.
Because I'm Scrooge McDuck.
Alright, yep, starting to figure out how this thing works by not exactly being careful in the sense that Muriel doesn't want to actively break it before she figures it out, but...
Yeah, if it's
so
actually intelligent and aware, I'd rather not kill it. If it would count as killing it, I don't want to kill it, which I'm worried that it would count as something you can kill.
So, yeah, we're all back together now, right?
Yes.
I'll do non-invasive analysis.
You're totally back together.
So we sort of have to decide where we're going next, right?
Yes, you do.
Because I'm going to out of character say this because I want to finally talk a little bit. Sounds like we have 3 things we could do, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
We can go into the book and see if we can find the Black Cauldron and Steve. We can start the rebellion and actually try to take out the Death Star. Or, I guess this depends how much you tell us, we could try to go after Xanatos and see what he's looking for with that map.
I mean,
Rebellion,
you guys,
rebellion.
Okay, so 2 things, and I'll just give you this guys for free. First thing is, if you guys go in the book, you probably will locate the Black Cauldron, and it will just be sitting there, not guarded by anybody, slowly spewing dark mass. And as you go to reach for it, your hand is going to pass right through it, because it's in the part of the book that you guys can't physically interact with.
How did it end up there?
Did Steve bring it there?
So I might have put it there, but how do I get it out of there? Because isn't it still infecting the rest of the book?
You have not seen no more pages of the book have darkened since it got moved, as far as you can tell.
Well, is there any way of fixing the parts of the book that are darkened?
You'll have to find that out.
Let me eat the book.
Yes, the book.
I'm not even joking. Let me eat the book.
Actually, here's a question. What happens if we infuse part of those pages with Lux?
Can I even do that?
Is a very serious question. Would that work?
Okay, if you guys try to infuse the book with Lux, the book will absorb the Lux, and it will appear as though nothing happens.
Well, good enough test. Makes sense considering how much is in there that a small amount wouldn't actually impact anything.
What happens when Coco eats the book?
Coco eats the book. It is in his gullet.
Can I have it back now?
Blah.
Did that do anything?
Probably not. No, I think this thing is more. This thing is kind of powerful.
Is the part of the book that it's in somewhere that, I don't know, Steve or Tony could go, assuming you can find them and have them drag it back to a place we can interact with it?
If I could find Steve.
Again, Tony mentioned this last time, like when you guys were after the tournament. You guys he can only be seen and talk to people when he's inside of a building that has a marking on it. But when he goes into the streets, no one can touch him, and that's when the noise can get at him.
Can we give him a... The question is, can he get to the place where the cauldron is if we give him a pin?
Well, I think he can get there. He can just not interact with it. Like, we can't get over there and interact with it.
Exactly. You're in the same boat as him.
Great.
I love how the book is still so much of a mystery to you guys.
You've given very little clues on the book.
No, I've given a lot of subtle clues.
I wonder if the Keyblade wielder bar would be able to interact with it and drag it back to the bar so we can get rid of it or move it
But
out.
we can't get the Keyblade wielder bar to do anything. None of them may respond to anyone that goes there.
No, they did respond to one thing.
Yeah,
They
no,
responded to
us
Heartless.
going into the bar and talking to them. They just can't realize where we are when we're out in the streets.
Well, they could also chase the Heartless. They also recognize Heartless and do stuff for that.
Hey, Basil.
That's a bad idea.
Let's
What?
Oh man, that would
let's put off doing that first, just in case because that could actually, I think, kill Basil.
He can ride in my mouth. I'll just close my mouth if we need to hide him. He'll just appear in thin air, floating there, half his torso.
After Not Minda left, didn't they immediately all just go back to the thing?
Yeah.
After what?
So we'd have to chase them to the cauldron, get them to chase them to the cauldron, and then somehow convince them not to all just go back to the bar when they don't respond to anyone.
I wonder if the magic of those other Atlanteans could actually impact this since they're in the book.
Right. That reminds me. Wanted to take him to take our archaeologist friend to that at Atlantis. We should do that. Because we also have the Atlantean artifacts, though. Yeah, I'm not. I was thinking we would want to put the book Atlantis back where it belonged, but the place that belonged doesn't exist anymore.
I mean, we still have the Heart of Te Fiti, don't we? We could also see if we can do anything with that.
We do.
I thought we wanted to wait until after we dealt with the Death Star for that.
I mean, would they come back?
Is the cauldron harming the book right now? That we can tell.
As of right now, no. Mute has not noticed any change in it outside of Monopolis.
So it harmed the book, but is not necessarily continuing to harm the book.
So maybe the best step is to go after the Death Star.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should probably make sure all of us have better equipment and armor and everything for that.
And we also want to. We also, at some point, do you guys tell us about the Infinity Stones?
Yes, I tell you everything
Okay.
that I learned from Master.
So we at some point need to get the Infinity Stone that Xanatos has then as well.
I prefer to leave that until later.
I kind of worry if we leave him with it, he will just get harder and harder to take it from.
That's probably true.
I think
Quark.
He's not really strengthening his own position much, and
I
I'm going
think
to
we
point
want
out
to,
that-
after he leaves to go after, when he goes to chase the treasure map, I think that's when we want to try and take it. Though he's probably not going to leave it at the mansion.
Hey, Mute, just for the hell of it, you have a memory flash of that box that Xanatos was fiddling with that he closed as soon as everybody walked into the room.
Yep.
The thing of the box, which was like some type of broken sword that had weird proportions and had 2 or 3 hilts.
Mm-hmm.
What about it?
It pops into your mind, and you get this feeling of danger.
Like, I'll mention it to the rest of the party, but I don't know what it is.
Does that bring any bells in character for anyone?
Presently no. Just something for you guys to keep your eyes on.
Is it a lightsaber?
It is not a lightsaber.
With multiple hilts, is it a Power Rangers weapon?
How
Because
can
the
Webby get a
entire team has to
lightsaber?
wield it.
I mean, you guys easily could have asked how to build a lightsaber.
But we didn't know what a lightsaber was.
Yoda showed you a lightsaber while he was training
Oh.
you guys the first time around.
Like, I would ask how to build it, but I'm busy doing other stuff.
I feel like Dr. Boy is the only one who would have the ability to build a lot of that. At least until the Force wielders manage to level up their force.
Yeah, I will say Dr. Boy can have a copy of the lightsaber schematics on the ship now from Yoda. I'll just type that in privately. Alright, so what do you guys want to do?
I guess go after Death Star.
Yeah,
Probably Death Star.
that.
Yep.
Which is to say, Muriel is going to insist that everyone who doesn't have goddamn armor who can carry it gets some armor and gets it enchanted for this.
And
Where
you're
can we
the
get
you're
armor?
the enchanter.
Yes, I know. Doesn't have their shit enchanted right now because I have a good number of things.
I mean, I wear armor. Enchant me.
All right, Coco. Do-do-do. Actually, I can just do this by myself. Coco, plus 2 DR for all your armor pieces.
Really?
Yep.
Sweet.
I've been storing up stones. Wait, sorry. I passed my roll. trying to remember what Webby was given.
What I was given what?
For enchantments on your armor. I think it was the +1 defense bonus.
All right. Is there anything else you guys want to do in this session? Otherwise, you guys saying you're going to go after meet up with the Revolution?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
The big thing would be Muriel insisting that she actually get the chance to further enchant everyone's armor.
How long is that going to take you?
I have a large number of stones, and if we have access to either my apartment or Manhattan, not that long. At least to get basic things on everything.
Okay. Okay, so a day or 2 days?
A day.
Okay, so at the end of that day, I'm just going to say Zaxu meets up with you guys and says, are you guys ready for the revolution?
Sure.
Oh, real quick. Did you want to enchant my saddlebags so they're like infobag?
I can add some to that. It's not going to be all that much right now because it turns out that's actually much was.
Oh, okay.
I can give you 4 pounds that don't count as weight.
Sure, I guess so.
Boom.
All right.
Mute. Do you have anything on yours? Because I remember you bought like a suit of armor.
Yeah, you had me buy some small amount of plate that has DR4. I would like enchantment on that.
You're also getting +2 DR. Mostly because I could give you the defense bonus, but I'm not sure it would be as worth it.
Probably not. I mean, like, if it's a I theoretically could parry something, but...
And no one actually uses physical weapons besides Orion and Muriala, both of whom have stronger enchantments than what I can easily do right now.
Well, Webby does, but you can't enchant that.
I'm not counting the Keyblade as a physical weapon that continues existing at all times.
Fair. Okay. So, again, last question. We'll finish up with what you guys are enchanting afterwards. Is there anything else anybody wants to do in this session?
What stuff could I theoretically have trained during these 14 days? 15 days?
What did you want to train? Do you tell me what
Well,
you
what
want?
could I have gotten away with training while I was also doing...
You tell me what you want to train, and I will tell you if it is okay.
Okay, I'll send that to you outside of this.
Yeah.
You know what? Just because it's an abusable ability. For that final day, serendipity. For something good to happen that might help us out. Gotta use serendipity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what random spell Muriel is going to learn for today.
Okay. Wex, who would be with you walking around on the final day?
I mean, probably Mute at this point.
Oh, no, that's right. You guys would be in the bayou, right?
Oh, would this still be in the bayou? Okay, that's fine. So it might be Mute if he just came out of the book. Otherwise, it's just...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. You're getting this.
Oh, boy.
Oh, what the literal fuck is going on with this world?
It's your
What
world.
has happened to the world? There's an Ellie.
Where the hell are all the shadows? Where the hell
Who's
are
Oh, hey, it's her!
the hell are all the...
Who's that?
Wait, was I fucking right? God damn it!
Hi?
Just out of character. Fucking goddamn it.
Who the fuck are you?
Orc!
I'm Mute, and this is Coco.
I recognize her, right?
Oh yeah, you would recognize her.
Perception.
Sure. You recognize her.
Yeah, no, does she have anything specifically on her?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I remember her. I go over and like
Keep,
squawk.
could you keep your bird thing under control, please?
Orc.
I
I
think
fluff up.
Coco
into
feels like he knows you.
Yeah, well, good for him. What the hell happened to this world?
What about it?
I mean, there used to be the town, the swamp, there was the graveyard. Now everything's different. There's more swamp.
Coco, you're getting a thing. Should I mention the stuff about worlds fusing?
So you get the sense, you feel from me that I saw I don't really know this lady, but I have encountered her before.
Also, wait, Orion, aren't you also in the bayou?
Yeah.
That's true, right?
You're here too, then.
Yeah, actually, out of curiosity, Orion, what were you doing the whole time we've been in the bayou? Would I have seen you?
Self-meditation.
I also have been self-meditating.
You guys would have been sitting cross-legged, probably back to back, for a good chunk of this.
Adorable.
Part of your bonding.
Oh boy. So we could probably have some in-character conversations later.
No, you can't.
Yes.
Not yet.
No, I meant like later. Like
Yes.
when the session's done and we can just ad hoc them in.
Yeah, what the fuck happened to this world? It's like dirty, dingy, and repressive. Like, there's no magic here. What the fuck?
Yeah.
So again, to Mute, I communicate that I've met her. She seemed to be like this before. Seemed
So
like
who-
confused and out of time.
Who are you?
She's just gonna kind of snort at you and say, "Wouldn't you like to know?" People call me Ellie.
I give her a Gishel Green.
She takes the Geishel Green, looks at it, looks back at you, drops the Geishel Green on the ground.
I eat it.
Ow. So does Coco think we should tell her what actually has happened or no?
Unsure. It's kind of a wild card. I don't know.
Should I just go for it?
Yeah, probably. What? Like,
So, someone has been fusing Hearts of the Worlds together to try and make them stronger against darkness.
Yeah, like that's ever gonna work.
Well, that's why this world is like this.
Well, somebody clearly needs a knuckle sandwich. Was it one of you three that did this?
His name
No.
is Xanatos. He lives on this world called Manhattan.
Manhattan.
I'd be kind of careful if go after him. I think people that have gone against him have been turned to stone.
Yeah, he's petrified a whole bunch of what looked like Keyblade wielders that went after him.
Yeah, well, fuck them. Weak as shit.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, no, I know. This is fucking bullshit. One thing after another. Every time I go someplace where I think everything's gonna be the same, it's always fucking different. I go back home, and there's fucking dark storm clouds all over the goddamn place.
Mark?
You know, fuck this nonsense.
I mean, you could have also seen a giant thing that can just blow up worlds.
Oh, you're serious?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a problem.
What,
Orc.
a giant heartless or something?
No.
No, it seems to be like something that someone built.
Like a chimera?
No, artificial. Not
I'll
organic.
sketch a picture of it and its blueprints from what I can remember of its blueprints.
Successful gesture. Like a moon.
But that's no moon, it's a space station.
I'm at tech level 4. I don't know what that is.
I do.
I mean, if it's just a moon, the answer is we just blow it up.
All right. You got the power source for that?
Had, not on this fucking world.
Wark?
Shiny rock, glow color.
No. Keyblade.
Oh, you're one of those. Never mind.
Just gonna give you a look.
Yeah, she doesn't really like Keyblades that much.
Gesture. Where is your Keyblade? Successful.
She's gonna try summoning it, and she can't.
All right, can we not summon Keyblades in the bayou?
Webby could
We
not.
can't like do anything in the bayou.
Yeah, no, she's getting increasingly frustrated as she's trying to, summon her Keyblade. Like, fuck this world. You know a way to get out of here?
Would this be a good time for the ship to show up?
Oh, the ship will show up eventually. If you guys tell her about it, she will stick around. Otherwise, she's going to.
We kind of leave the atmosphere and then we're able to summon Keyblades.
Yes. She's just gonna look at Ori and like, what are you looking at?
Another Keyblade wielder.
You got a problem with Keyblade wielders?
A good majority of the ones I met have been complete assholes.
Yeah, get in line. Most of them fucking are.
Wark!
So that's why I assumed they are an asshole before I assume otherwise.
Yeah, well, my old union, Ursus, biggest bag of dicks she'll ever meet.
I don't know, those unicorn guys seemed really bad.
Don't even get me started on them.
Why am I not here?
Roll me. Okay, the ship can show up whenever you guys want to at this point.
Sure.
Yeah. Party is back together. Enjoy.
Is she coming
Hey
with
guys,
us?
guess what? There's this Kingdom Hearts thing.
Oh, not
Yeah,
the,
didn't you remember the Master saying that earlier?
Oh, fuck that myth. Are you buying into that bullshit?
Well, we met him.
Sure. You met somebody dressed in a black cloak, right? Could have been anybody.
Yep.
See his face?
Definitely an old coot.
Yep, exactly.
I get super offended, walk over to her, and put my head on her.
She is going to be glaring at you. Also,
But-
The most aggro we've ever seen Coco.
Yeah. Coco would like to
But
apologize.
I communicate the love and affection and friendship I have with the Master of Masters.
The Master of Masters was a very good friend of Coco's.
Sure.
Yep. Muriel's actually here is like, all right, who are you? Because, honestly, I basically agree with pretty much most of what you said so far.
Coco, private.
Ow!
Zap.
And I jump backwards.
Yeah,
That was
no,
very rude.
Yeah, no. No, she didn't appear to do anything.
Yeah, Izzy, from Muriel, I'm just gonna go, so, what's your name? Because, outside of things I've directly experienced that I'm still processing, I mostly agree with everything you've been about so far.
My feathers are very fluffed up, and I look very agitated at her.
You also can't seem to get your feathers back down at this point.
Yep. Glare.
She's glaring back. You can call me Ellie. Most people do.
Hi, Ellie. I'm Webby.
You're one of those people that's got a lot of pluck, aren't you?
I guess so.
I hate pluck. Ugh.
I'm liking her more and more.
All right, so listen. I'm done with this shithole planet. Where are you going? If it's not somewhere I care about, I'm leaving as soon as I can.
This planet's the worst. We're gonna go join a bunch of Keyblade wielders to go blow something up.
Okay.
They're gonna go.
Station.
The plan is.
Okay, time out. 2 questions. Revolution. What the fuck? What revolution?
That's what they call it. I call it Plan Go Blow Up a bunch of dicks.
It's a space station that's been blowing up planets. So we're gonna go blow it up.
Yeah, good luck with that. I'm not going to get involved.
But we could really use your help. You seem super strong and stuff.
Yeah, enough that my entire union decided to turn on me because, I decided to, go off with a couple people. And then they're claiming this stupid... What the fuck were they saying? That there was a war or something?
I mean, the unions did basically fight each other because they're a bunch of jackasses.
I mean, I agree, the unions are all a bunch of jackasses. When the fuck did they fight each other?
Is he in
I have no
character?
idea.
I know how long ago they fought each other.
In character, it was not that long ago. It was a couple of years at most.
It's like a couple of years ago.
Yeah, no, she's just gonna give you a look and say, sure. Yeah. Whatever you say.
Look, okay, what worlds have you been on? Because I'm not sure if you... We've definitely noticed this, but time flows differently in several worlds. There's a place I had left for a better part of a year, and 10 years had passed by the time I got back.
No, it doesn't. Time flows at the same rate for every world. Don't even try to pull that shit on me. I've been to multiple worlds.
Yeah, so have I. Which ones have you been to?
Deep Jungle, Olympus, Atlantica,
Yeah, time flowed at roughly the same rate in all of those.
New Orleans, New York.
Never been there.
New York City.
New York City?
Where's
Where's that?
By the way, those two. New Orleans is one of the places that was merged to make the Bayou. You read that.
Okay, I'll say so. New Orleans was part of this world before, and is New York part of Manhattan, or do I not know that?
You can make that assumption.
And I think New York is part of Manhattan.
Oh. I wonder, is it just the merged worlds that have the time differential?
She's going to keep listing worlds. Dunkirk, Agrabah, Neverland. Stop me when any of these sound familiar. The Dwarven Woodland.
Oh, we've stopped you a few times.
The difference is, I hadn't thought about this before, but it's only been worlds that we've gone to that were merged that had the strange time effect.
Dr. Boy would probably interject at this point, but he's not here to interject there. That's not quite right, but...
Which one? Okay, Izzy, I'm the other one who's traveled to a bunch of places and has been paying attention to this.
You would have noticed that you haven't been to any of the places since game start.
Well, this is a question of history.
Well, your home world is at a different rate than everything else, along with Olympus, and you're pretty sure those two worlds have not been merged, but they're flowing at different rates.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
I'm just going to give the example of, look, at least for two of them, Atlantica and Olympus definitely have time flowing at different rates. When I was there, it was Answer.
And I'm telling you, that's wrong. They should have all been flowing at the exact same rates. What fucked up thing did everybody do to the galaxy while I was gone?
Large number of things. Lots of worlds have been eaten. That might be part of the problem.
Yeah, darkness is swarming around everywhere, devouring worlds, and if we don't find the pieces of Kingdom Hearts and restore it, it's gonna swallow everything.
Fairy tales. Got it. I'm out. Good luck blowing up your moon. She is going to summon a Keyblade, which looks like it has a lot of lightning bolts coursing around it. Is going to point it at the floor, and a small corridor of darkness is going to open up beneath her, and she's literally just going to slip into it, just fading into the floor. Good luck. I'm sure I'll see you again.
Yeah, no, just go check on the timeline thing. It's incredibly obvious if you go back to Manhattan or Radiant Garden.
Well, she was helpful.
She was neat.
I'm sorry, Coco, that your friend doesn't currently recognize you as being a jerk.
Feeling of not my friend.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, there is one other thing I decided to actually make for us because, given where we're going, it's just going to be useful. Muriel is going to pull a wand out of her pocket. Webby or Orion, this is going to go to the one of the two of you. You point it at someone, you throw magic to it, and it casts a really weak healing spell.
Neato.
All right. Given that reaction, Webby, it's yours. Just try using it on me right now so we can make sure that you can.
What, you said it's a wand?
Yes.
I cast magic healing missile.
Do you have any majory points?
It uses
I
my
have
enchanting
majory
skill.
0 and a keyblade that gives me +1 level of majory.
That is accurate. Okay.
This is an enchantment that requires someone to be a mage, then they get to roll against my enchanting skill of 17 to
So I have
cast
a
minor
functional
healing.
majory of 1.
Okay, so roll your roll 6 against 17 then, Webby.
Crit.
All right.
No, wait, it's only a 7.
Yep. So you can spend 1, 2, or 3 FP to heal 1, 2, or 3 HP to someone.
Cool. I'm learning magic. Ah!
No, you're not. If I actually taught you the spell, you'd be able to use it way more efficiently.
Magic is good. You should learn more magic. I'm Scrooge McDuck.
Shut up.
Why is he still here?
Because you never said you were getting rid of him.
Because people didn't want me to take him apart. That's why he's still here.
Can we just like mount him on the
I'm
ship
concerned-
as like a
I'm concerned he
figurehead?
counts as a
Hood
person.
ornament. Hood ornament. Make him the hood ornament.
Yeah, let's mount him on the ship.
Won't that kill him?
I don't think
He's
he's
an
alive.
automaton. He doesn't breathe.
As soon as you
Besides, there's errands.
as soon as you try to mount him to the ship, like attaching him to something, he's gonna start screaming in pain. Ah! Why would you do this to Scrooge McDuck? I'm Scrooge McDuck.
I cannot wait for when this comes back to us when we leave the ship somewhere.
That sounds like it's hurting him.
I'm Scrooge McDuck. Free me! Must count my money. 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 Also, just for the hell of it, R2-D2 is going to light on fire again, and Aardvark Kronk is going to have spinach puffs.
I put out R2-D2 and eat spinach puffs.
Would anybody else like a spinach puff? Spinach puff?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Mute HT -6 roll.
There's no way I'm making that.
Well, you might crit.
Let me relaunch the game.
This is the best of
I'll
things.
just roll it for you. Oh, never mind.
Well, if I don't want your roll.
Okay, fine. You don't need a crit pass or...
Spinach puffs are delicious.
That is not an... You said HT -6?
Yes.
That is not a success.
These are the best things you have ever tasted in your life. You need more of them now in mass.
Is that our note to end the session on?
That is the note to end the session on. So starting next session, you guys are going to be heading towards the revolution planning.
Hooray!
But with that, doesn't feel like we were playing for that long, but I think you guys got a lot of information in this session.
We did.
I still don't know what Ellie is doing in this game.
I have no idea who Ellie is, but I like her.
What is she from?
Nothing. I don't think so, at least.
If you don't think so, that's on you.
Wait a minute.
The world ends with you?
So 2 basic speed for everyone.
Hooray!
Now the question. First up, Webby.
So I learned a lot of things. For one thing, there are 6 magical stones that are pieces of Kingdom Hearts, and if we assemble them, we save the universe! And that mission has been given to us by Master Envy, who is, like, on some kind of weird life support thing.
She's effectively an Abaka tank from Star
Mhm.
Wars. Okay, take your +1. Next up, Muriala.
Muriel learned so many things. So many things, all of which make her very uncomfortable.
Is that
She has learned the reason why all the things that she's been trying to do are failing. She doesn't want to accept this, but she now knows why. Apparently she's supposed to save the world. She didn't ask for this at all. And that's also things are like, well, that's certainly a thing. We now know where one of the other stones is. We now know what the stones actually are, outside of being incredibly powerful. And Muriel learned that there's at least one. There's another Keyblade wielder that she'd probably actually get along with, assuming they had time to actually talk rather than deal with all this nonsense.
all right? Good stuff.
Gonna say probably gonna vaguely try to find Ellie to discuss other things later.
Take your +1. Next up, Orion.
Well, finally found a Keyblade wielder that I like.
Took a long time.
That
I know.
hurts.
Oh, you don't like me?
Yeah, I'm a little offended here.
And actually, oh boy, this rebellion. Orion actually definitely wants to take part in this because that fucking space station and the people running it and all they're doing with grumble grumble. And is Orion the only one that's suspicious of Thanatos?
I'm definitely.
Well,
suspicious of
now that we know that he's not doing the best thing in the world.
Fine. Fine. At least everyone is now on the same page and is suspicious of Thanatos. Because, God. How are
What do you want, man? We had to roleplay it.
We failed the post checks, okay?
Muriel is
Yeah.
still just hoping that if we explain this to him, it will all be fine.
I mean, Orion failed the post check, but Orion also had a problem with the gargoyles stuck in the middle of the reactor.
Yeah, I had a problem with that as well, and I asked about it and complained about it, and then I failed in a post check, and it was made reasonable.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. She didn't bring it up with him again. She was just like, nope, he's on the shit list.
Better than die.
Who's on the shit list? Okay.
Look, man, look at the party we travel with. I don't really question any customs at this point.
Mute.
Let's see. Really need to destroy that cauldron once we get it in our hands again. Still need to figure out how to fix the areas of the book that were damaged by it. Also, dear God, there are a lot of problems that are starting to come to a head.
All right, take your +1. And lastly, Coco.
Well, I learned how to do a thing I needed to do. And more importantly, I realized you guys are also damaged, and I have to fix you all. I gotta help you guys. Like, you all can focus on saving the world. I'm gonna focus on saving you so you can save the world.
Coco is the cuddliest counselor.
Coco is best bird.
We'll see if you feel that way later.
Oh, no. I'm assuming that there are going to be bad things coming in my future.
Depends what you define as bad.
Take your +1. All right, now for the boat. Okay, and now for the vote. Interesting, introspective question. But by the end of this session, who feels the weight of the worlds the most on their shoulders? For everything that's
So-
happened in this session, who do you guys think is like really feeling the weight of everything that's happening and coming crashing down
Of the rest of the party,
of the rest of the party?
This was really
not
easy.
including some. This is really easy. I hope we all vote for something else.
Well, we'll see.
I'm looking forward to multi-way tie happening again.
Alrighty, as everybody voted.
Yes.
Did not do that.
Everyone good?
Alrighty, voting in 3, 2, 1, boom.
Wow.
How you feeling there, Sean?
That is, I think, the most unanimous vote we've ever had.
Yeah.
It is.
Can you just get 2 points for that?
Oh wait, somebody didn't vote.
Basil's not in chat anymore.
Yeah, we have everyone here.
Alright, second vote. Should Mute get 2 points since it's so unanimous? Yes or no?
Yes.
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 I like how even Sean put the yes.
2 points because of unanimous, Mute.
I will admit, I was hovering on Coco for like a second, and then I'm like, no, it has to be Mute.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely was Mute for this game.
Oh yeah.
See this how Mute was kind of the shoot. Can we try to do 6 things at once?
I also said I specifically am not taking the weight of the world on my shoulders, just the weight of all of you.
Which
Yeah,
is
we're the world.
Derp.
Yeah, the number one is Muriel is basically sitting there like, I wanted power, not responsibility.
So guys, important
Bad,
question.
Spider-Man.
Important question. The time I spent meditating, is it me getting another compartmentalized mind for my limit mode, or is it me upgrading my signature gear?
Stop upgrading that fucking signature gear. Seriously,
Why not?
You keep doing that, I'm gonna have to pass out lightsabers like candy.
What do you guys think I was
Just make
meditating for?
your crossbow thing deal like 700 d6.
But Izzy, the entire point of my signature gear is going to be as if I spent almost as much points as buying a Keyblade.
I think you're past that point now.
I'm not. I'm only at 11 points in it.
Oh, then keep going. You can totally
I'm debating
keep
putting
going.
it. I'm debating putting all 20 points I have left into it.
Now,
That, everybody, right there is why Sean or Shiro is totally playing a Final Fantasy character. You know, fuck your Keyblade, says Cloud. I've got a Buster Sword. Leon's like, Gunblade here. Oh, I got a Keyblade. Fuck your Keyblade. We will mess you up 3 times in Kingdom Hearts 1.
I'm rocking. I got a Blitzball.
Seems like a good strategy.
Yeah.
Now,
What's the problem?
now, what did I buy?
I know what you bought. I'm not going to say it, though.
I have a big idea of what you bought.
Yeah, you probably.
Izzy,
probably-
doing that will only upgrade my accuracy 1 and increase my specialized damage for both targets by 2 and increase my penetration of both targets to 5, divide by 5.
Yeah, it's that second one that bothers me, and you know why.
To be fair, once you go above divide by 3, it doesn't matter that much because you're knocking it down to 1 or 2 typically.
Yeah. All right.
But hey, there's divide by 10 and then infinity next.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, but I just want to make sure I have my impaling damage.
I'm really just looking forward to all of the hidden things that all of us are spending points on coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Probably at like the same time.
All right, time to delete Ellie. You guys may.
Mine already came out.
But Ellie's great. We should see more Ellie.
Yeah, Ellie needs to come back more.
trying to figure out if she's from anything.
I'm gonna answer that question emphatically yes.
I mean, the only Ellie I can think of a reference to is from Up.
Well, then you'll have to go with that until you're told that you're wrong. If you're wrong.
Anyone else have an idea?
The problem is I don't know
I'm
things that are
blanking.
owned by Disney.
As a reminder, you guys are allowed to spend the number of points equal to training days.
Could I have gone for some Lux during the last few of those because I realized that I actually had 3 extra?
Yeah, we can make that roll afterwards. I'm going to leave the recording running for a little bit, guys. I'm going to go to the bathroom. If you guys wanted to talk about anything, such as what gear you were upgrading or whatnot, you may do so now.
Izzy, pass by 4 and gather Lux.
For 3 days, 12 Lux.
Oh, we have another 3 days of Lux getting?
No, this was me running out of training time days.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, if we're done, I legit got to get going.
All right.
Okay,
All right.
Peace.
All right. See y'all next week.
see you next week.
Or I guess we're gonna do a trench run.
No, you're not.
No.
That would be the first Death Star.
So Izzy, my biggest
Maybe hit
problem
that
is
as well.
like,
Good night.
my points are all going to go to just making my things better and not making myself cooler. So
I mean, that's unfortunate, but that's perfectly legit.
yeah.
I guess-
So if I have a weapon that is that can compete with the Keyblade,
you guys are so close to lightsabers.
Whatever the computer feels good. Just figure out the principles behind everything and then declare victory.
Derp. Oh,
hey, nobody weapons do somewhat compete with the Keyblade. Just not. They're just a tad below them.
how did you guys like this session? I know it was a lot of sitting around.
No, this was fun.
I mean, this was coming off of big, game-changing stuff, and I'm like, let's throw a little bit more at you. Needed to give you guys a hint of some of the behind-the-scenes stuff that's going on.
Some of the stuff we've been actively ignoring in favor of wandering around having fun.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you guys have to deal with some shit now. If you don't, problems will arise.
Hey Nick, do you want to see how crazy the character builder for Code Vein is?
Sometime later, I think.
Alrighty, say goodnight to the recording, guys.
Good night, recording.
Good night.
Good night, recording.